G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, they're no good, idiotic public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things, with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you. You still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. If you saw this next clip on its own without the context of the story behind it, you might think both people in the situation are absolutely crazy, but here's what actually happened. So the people behind the camera, they were driving down the highway, and this guy in the car did a stupid driving thing, probably cut them off or something on those lines. Basically, they did some stupid driving shenanigans that are dangerous on the road. The main character, the person behind the camera, pointed the finger at them, and you know what the guy in the other car did? Followed them to this point here, where now he's acting very erratically, and we have the response of more erratic behavior from the people who are... it's wacky. Here's the clip.
Yeah,
he wants to spray us.
Something in my car flipped me off.
No one threw any kind of your car.
Sure did, bitch.
Whoa.
Want someone throw something in your car? You white trash people are gonna have to learn sometime. Come on, motherfucker. Take it, bitch.
Dude, you're on recording.
That's all you know how to do, bitch. You're a suck my. She's a it's a slob too. I don't know what sex you are, but you're a slob.
BG05037. You don't even like me.
Go ahead. Fuck piece of shit. You know what? You. What more are you gonna throw at me, dude? Because you're a bitch. You're a. Come on, say it to my. That thing? You that thing, huh?
Careful, you hit the old man's ego. He can't handle having a finger pointed at him on the highway after he does something completely stupid. I don't know, it's just some wild behavior to not only after you do something stupid on the road and get caught out for it, or simply someone pointed a finger at you, you decide to follow them wherever they're going and think you're in the right to get involved in this weird and wacky fight that you're doing here. They're outside of the car, you're just driving erratically and randomly with your car, doing burnouts and accelerating like an idiot. I don't know. Granted, everybody, this is the type of person you share the road with, so always be careful out there and be very wary of everyone else on the road. This clip is a very interesting one to say the least. For what we can gather here is that there is a form of argument happening between both the people in this clip here. According to the information that we're given, apparently they are co-tenants. Basically, the person behind the camera is on the lease with this other person, but the other person is like the main tenant of the lease, if you catch my drift. Anyway, this is in Alameda County, California, because that's important to this one, and let's show the clip.
No, that money has not been cashed. You want to film stuff? That's right.
It's illegal for you?
You have a plan to leave.
I am working on it.
Good. That's good. That's all I wanted to hear from you for a month. January 1st, the lease will be changed. The locks will be changed. Your stuff either will be out or removed.
Okay,
I'm glad you know that.
Well, good. I'm glad you know that too.
You will no longer be a tenant. You will have no rights, nothing. Okay?
Actually, that's not how it works.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Freeloaders don't work here.
I'm not a freeloader.
I will have my lawyer tell it to you because it doesn't work, okay?
Okay, well, I have the receipts that you gave me, and I gave you the rent.
Fantastic. That's through the 31st, and then you're done. Bye-bye.
Nope, that's
Adios.
not how it works. That's
I'm
not
sorry,
how it works.
But it is. When we sign a new lease and you're not on it, bye-bye.
But that's not how it works.
Guess how it's going to play out? Just like that.
Nope, it's not. Bo, stop it.
You want to
Stop it.
Then it's going to be worth my...
Stop it. Good for you, asshole.
From what I can read up online, it's Well, basically, as a tenant, you cannot evict anyone from the house. Only the landlord can. If someone is on a joint lease with you, you cannot kick them out yourselves. You must go to the landlord and request that you want this roommate on the lease to leave, to be evicted, etc., etc. And then that entire process will begin. You can't do it yourself on your own without the landlord. But we don't know what exactly has happened in the situation here, because that might have actually been the case that's gone on here. According to what this caption was on TikTok, apparently this is an illegal lease breaking shenanigans. Like, she's being illegally kicked out by this guy, but we don't know what's happened. If it is, then geez, you're a bit crazy, man, because that's not how it works. You can't just say, nah, I don't want you anymore. You're gone by the end of the month. No, you have to go through the landlord. Only landlords can evict people from the house who are on the lease. Here we go to Karen, who's brought her dog into the store to get something done with the dog. Probably some cutting because there's a salon at the back there. Either way, the dog's not behaving as it should, is causing a lot of issues, fighting back, potentially biting, other problems that are being caused. So they've decided to refuse doing the job for this customer here. The customer isn't happy and decides to let out a certain word on her way out.
To my associate, you were cursing her out on the phone and saying that she wasn't capable of doing her job?
Exactly.
No, so let me
Es la primera vez que yo traigo tan guardado.
just be direct. So we're not responsible for her behavior, or what she can tolerate or what she can't tolerate. That's not for us, that's for you.
No es la primera vez que usted hace las uñas acá.
She
Revise sus récords.
bites and she screams and she's all over the table.
A ver, empezando porque no es she, es he.
No, whatever it is, we cannot control it, period.
Entonces, ¿por qué la vez pasada sí pudieron?
I'm sorry?
¿Por qué la vez pasada sí pudieron?
Why last time they could do it?
I don't know. I can't tell you what happened last time.
Revise sus récords.
I can't
Entonces,
tell you what
depende
happened
de
last
quién
time.
trabaje acá.
What I can tell you that this time, because of his behavior, we can't do
Depende de
it.
quién trabaje. Los
What
que
did she
me
say?
preguntan.
It depends on who's working.
Who's working?
Yeah, that's what it's like. Last time it was able to do the, like, last time they were able to do it.
Able,
But, like,
no. Check your records. It's not
I don't
able.
know.
It's a truth.
Then speak everything in English.
So, regardless, so we speak English. So, whatever happened last time, I can't tell you what happened last time. All I can tell you is
You
what
can
happened
tell.
this
You go to the
time.
records and you see.
I can't tell you how her behavior was. All I know is that her behavior on the table,
Her, no. He.
his behavior on the table wasn't acceptable. Your behavior towards my associate wasn't acceptable at all.
I
So
don't care.
we're not. You don't have
I'm
to.
the customer and I'm
we don't
paying
have
for
to
this.
care. You're not paying for anything. Get your return and don't come back anymore. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm not tolerating that. Not in my salon. No, ma'am.
Your salon? No,
My
it's Besmar
salon.
salon. It's
My
not your
salon.
salon.
My salon.
Yours?
Mine.
Yours.
Mine.
What is your name here?
Mine. So you
Because
have a
it's
good day,
Besmar.
ma'am.
It's not your salon.
Exactly. And I'm responsible for it. I'm responsible for my
today,
associates.
Because if I came tomorrow, you are not going to be here.
I'm
Because it's the
responsible
first
for my
time I see you
associates.
here.
Okay. I'm responsible for my associates and the dogs in our care.
It's the
Okay.
first time I see you here. So it's not your salon.
What, however you want to agree about it,
Today is
ma'am.
your salon.
Okay. So you have a good day. You can get him. I'd appreciate it.
Well, I take it when I want.
Okay.
For what?
Okay.
And don't worry, you can report whatever you want because I'm going to do a complaint
By all
in the
means.
corporate pet.
By all means. And I'll send them the recording.
Huh?
And I'll send them the recording. So go ahead.
Of course.
Have a good day. Okay. Ooh. Do you want to repeat that? What was that last part, ma'am? What was that last part? Ma'am, do you want to repeat that? You just called me a ma'am? Ma'am, did you just call me a I could have sworn I just heard you call me a Was that correct? Am I like hearing things? Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am, do you want to answer me? Did you just call me Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am, did you just call me Because I could have sworn I heard you call me Ma'am? No comment? You didn't just call me ma'am? Okay, have a good day.
For those of you who can't decipher it through the censoring, she dropped an N-word, hard-ass style, right as she was leaving. Because that's how you do it. Not only do you refuse to talk English initially, until you accidentally speak English for a moment, and then now you're kind of like, oh, well, they know I speak English now, so maybe I should just speak English for the rest of this entire thing. And then on your way out, you're not happy with your service, so what do? When you say you're going to talk to corporate about this, you're going to call the staff member an N-word. Great job. Absolutely fantastic. It's not going to help your case here. I severely doubt you even bothered to complain to corporate, considering you know he was recording you and he will definitely send that to cover his ass if need be. So good job for showing your true colors, and everyone else getting to hear your true colors on your way out. Nice one. Here we jump into a lineup where a group of people are waiting in line to get tickets to a Sabrina Carpenter concert, and we have this person who's ahead of the OP who's recording this, who seems to be continuously adding people to his group. Anyway, at some point in time, people have to walk away to go move cars for a parade, etc, etc, and it turns out that that group that was in front of this person has expanded by a massive amount. Security guards get involved, who they try to bribe the security guards to go away, and then it just continues to escalate to this mess.
No, this is Chicago, bro. Okay?
You're talking to my daughter?
You're talking to me, bro.
I know who I'm talking to.
Okay.
And you're starting to step over the line.
Yes, because she's snitching on something that doesn't affect her. This does not affect your daughter.
It affects everybody in line. Everybody in line.
Everyone in this line would say scalpers.
No.
Everyone in this line.
How are you saying that to me? You're a scalper.
No, I'm not.
Then I'm not a scalper.
Let it go.
That's what I told her. Let it go. Let it go. That's what I told her, your daughter. Let it go.
If you're gonna be coming in here, let's calm down. Let's cool it off.
I'm always calm down.
You literally told her that she's a piece of shit, so that's not calm.
Peacefully so that you can keep coming back over here.
Try again.
If it doesn't,
Let's keep the peace. Thank you.
The end result of this mess was the extra 4 people that got thrown in line at some random point got forced to go to the back of the line. An additional piece of information revealed by said security guard also said that this guy has a tendency to do this quite often, which is... I'm annoyed at people that do this type of thing, scalping items just to sell it at a higher price because they're popular. It is an entire mess of an industry that should never have existed, but here we are! Here we have a racist Karen that's upset that some Mexicans that are inside of America are using fireworks on the 4th of July. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
In Romoville, Illinois. Car pulls up to us while we are enjoying the fireworks on 4th of July. There was about 40 people outside, including neighbors watching, as she begins to rant.
Did you get to see your husband blown up by an IUD? You know what this does to fucking people, asshole? Do you?
You don't need to curse. You don't need to curse. No one's cursing.
Okay, I watched my husband blow up from an IUD. So you know what this does to me?
Look, there's other people. We don't care.
Yeah, obviously not. Go back to Mexico, fat fuck.
Police show up after 15 to 20 minutes of her awkwardly sitting in her car. RPD handles the situation well and get her to leave.
All right, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to RPD. Shout out to RPD. We got 70 people right now. Yeah. Thank you for serving.
Oh yeah, my husband died to an explosive. Do you know how this makes me feel? I'm having like PTSD from this. Okay, even if that is a reasonable thing to do, it's 4th of July. I'm 90% sure that this isn't the only group doing fireworks on that day. Heck, there are probably multiple people in your local neighborhood who are doing fireworks right now, and you've chosen to go to these people in particular? Why is that? Oh, it's because you're racist. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Who wouldn't be too surprised about that? Racist people in America? Whoa, boy, who would have known? The guy behind the camera here was just hanging around this car parking lot when our fellow security guard decides to make his appearance, his grand appearance, and decides to act like he's actually a cop. Well, at least that's what he wishes he was.
Do you live around here?
Of course I do.
Okay, let me see your ID. So since
What do
you say you live around here? Let me see your ID.
What you need some
I'm
ID?
security around here.
What crime did I commit?
I'm security around
So
here.
what crime did I
You
commit?
sitting around here with an open container.
What the
Sitting
open
around
container?
here,
So
you say
where?
you live around here. Let me
Where's
see
the
your
open
ID. You got
container?
your ID?
Where's the
You
open
don't have your
container?
ID?
Where's the open
Do
container?
you have your ID?
Do
Do you have your ID?
If I had
Do you
committed,
have your ID?
If I committed,
Do you have your ID?
If I
I'm
committed,
asking you, if you don't have your ID.
No. If I committed
and you say
crime-
you live around here, right? Is that what you're telling me?
If I committed
I'm asking you
crime-
one question. You say you live around here, right?
what crime did I
You
commit?
say you live around here?
What crime I committed?
You say you live around here.
Do it matter?
You told me you said you
Do
said
it
you live
matter?
around here, right?
Do it matter though?
You got yours on, I got mine on. You said you live around here, right?
Yours ain't even facing.
It is on.
Yeah,
You say
your shit facing right there.
By tomorrow.
Your
if you
shit-
don't live
your
around
shit
here,
facing
you say
right
you live
there.
around here,
Your
I'm gonna
shit-
show you something.
Hey, you say I put them in a place. Know your rights now.
I want you
Yeah, that's all you need right here.
If you're not here
That's all
tomorrow,
you need.
if you're
Yeah,
not
man.
tomorrow,
That's all you need to
you
put
live
them in
around.
their place. Yeah, man.
Now you're being disorderly.
That's how you put them in their place.
you
Yeah,
understand?
man. Stop letting them scare you like that.
Tell me.
Stop letting. Hold on. I just want y'all to know that.
Before you go now.
Stop letting them scare you like that. All you need is this right here. You hear me? What's the badge number? Watch this. Watch this. What's your badge number, sir?
What is it?
What's your badge number?
What is it?
Tell me.
It's the one.
Tell me your badge number. Watch this. Watch this, cuz. What's your badge number? What is your badge? What is your badge number? What is your badge number?
I'm your security.
What I don't go. What am I doing? What is your badge number?
I'm finna ask you one more time.
What is your badge number? What is your? Okay, so you can't tell me your badge number? You're not.
You will be
Mr. Sanders.
Sergeant
For what? For what? For what?
You sitting over here laundering
For what?
with a drinking in public, and if you're not here,
know your rights.
Okay.
Can I see your ID, please? You're a security guard. I don't need to fucking do shit for you. Can I see your ID, please? Okay, give me your badge number. No, you, like... Oh, boy. I don't think security guards have badge numbers. Like, I don't think they have any form of, like... Maybe they do still need to give you a form of identification to prove they're at least a security guard in situations like this, because by law, if you ask a police officer for their badge number, they have to give it to you. So, funny things there. And this guy's just like, no, I'm not doing that. Why would I let you ID me? That's no. This security guard wishes so much he's a police officer. Like, even with his choice of uniform, like, is it common that security guards wear uniform that have got all this annoying insignia? My experience is just they've got black clothes, they might have body armor dependent on where they are and what they're actually guarding, and they've got the big words of security on the back of their shirt, and that's about it. They don't have badges, they don't have all these police insignia all over their gear. It's just that. And man wishes he's a cop. Bob just failed the stuff to actually become a proper police officer, so had to make do with a security guard. But hey, he takes being a security guard as seriously as he would as a police officer. Respect my authority. The guy recording here hears his car alarm goes off, and then a few moments later hears the smashing of one of his windows, so he quickly runs out to the car to see that there's a guy standing right there with a single glove on and a few of his items. Here's what happens next.
I swear to God, I didn't take no picture, bro.
30 seconds ago, heard my alarm going off. Going through my shit.
They ran away.
Who ran away?
Those cars in the car.
How long ago?
Like 3 hours, 3 minutes.
3 minutes ago?
Yeah, when I walk over here.
I just heard the alarm beeping, and then I come out and you're right here.
They run away.
Why do you have gloves on?
They run away. You know.
Why do you have gloves on?
My glove?
Yeah,
my glove.
Why do you have it on?
That's mine.
Why do you have it on?
I didn't take nothing, bro.
So why do you got gloves on?
This is mine. It's only mine.
That's my gum in your hand. That's my sunglasses.
Yeah, they drop it and then run away. I didn't take nothing.
Bro, I'm calling the cops.
I swear to God, I didn't take nothing, bro.
No.
You can call cop on me.
Why were there so many cops just for this one single guy? Has he done a bunch of other stuff already? Does he have a gun? Like, I'm so confused why there's like 3, 4, 5 cop cars and then there's like 10 police officers running towards him. Like, what in the world has this guy done previously to warrant this kind of reaction when he reappears attempting to rob a car? Or is that a little unrelated? It's such a weird and wacky thing overall. Honestly, you're quite lucky that you got to hear that and were able to get out there before the guy was able to steal too much, which is pretty neat for you. But overall, man, that sucks. Good thing you got caught though. According to Kaylee, the person who's recording this clip here and is the person who's at the gym, she's doing the gym at one of the pull-up machines. And the guy in black comes up and starts going off at her to move her stuff so that he can use this pull-up machine, despite the fact that there's several other pull-up machines there that aren't being used currently. Anyway, when she asks, like, hey, could you, like, ask in a nicer manner, he says that you're crazy and then starts talking mad smack about her in Spanish. She can understand that, unfortunately for him, and someone else also watches the scene here and decides to get himself involved.
What's wrong? You good? What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Huh? You good? I do hope with you. Huh? How old with you? Huh? How old with you?
Is everything good?
Gotta be good.
Huh?
Gotta be good.
Are you messing with her?
No, I'm messing with nobody, but you gotta spend me the same way. You know, this is good. Hey, let me tell them, you gotta chill out. Chill out. If you want to talk, we can talk.
You gotta talk to me. Don't talk to me, okay?
You gotta spend me the same way.
You see, I feel man, you have a full respect, okay?
You gotta spend me too.
If you have something, we'll take it outside.
Okay, you gotta trust me.
Okay?
You told me you cheat.
So you gotta chill out with your loudness.
I chill out all day.
Because I will put you down.
Put you down.
I'll put you down in a second. So chill out. Okay? Act like you're all here all day. That shit doesn't work here. You come here with respect, okay? Have respect for her.
You gotta spend me the same way.
No. That's a female.
So what?
Have respect for her.
You said I like that. Huh? You guys spend me too.
No, you have respect for her.
But you guys spend me too. Chill out too.
Okay? She's my friend. I'm not gonna let this shit happen.
Nothing gonna happen.
Okay, I'm not gonna let this shit happen. I'm telling you.
You told me.
Okay? I'm telling you. You talk with her, you talk with me.
I'll talk with you.
Okay? You talk with me, we'll go outside.
You told me.
We go outside and talk to me.
I'm not gonna talk to you. You talk to me and you see what happens.
Nothing but a piece of shit. Let me know if he talk to you. Let me know if he talk to you. Talk to her.
I mean, you gotta talk to me.
Don't come near her.
I mean,
I'm gonna be here now. I'm gonna work out here.
Use it.
I'm gonna work out here.
So I know how to use it.
No, you're not gonna use it.
Why not?
Because I wanna work out here.
Why? Because you say so?
Because I said something.
Who are you?
Don't worry about who I am.
You think that you better than me?
I'm telling you.
Oh, you think I'm better than me now?
I'm gonna work out with
you bigger than me?
I'm gonna work out with you.
You're not gonna be the best than you?
Bigger or smaller.
You think that you're better than me? Don't tell me, my friend. Don't tell me.
Okay?
You're gonna go up. Oh, wait.
He's taking advantage on her. Piece of shit, dude.
Nobody took him out of her. Nobody took him out of her.
You were yelling at me. I told you don't yell at me. And
He's
then
yelling at her.
You're talking shit
He's
in
taking advantage
Spanish.
of her.
I understand you. You were talking all that stuff in Spanish.
No, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too. Not because you're bigger than me. I'm gonna
It's not about bigger. Trust me. I don't care.
I just say, my friend. I just say, my friend. I don't care. Just go do it.
If he talk to you, I'm gonna be here. And it's gonna happen. I will show you what's gonna happen.
Who might told me that?
Taking advantage of a female, man. Taking advantage of a female.
Nobody taking advantage, man. Nobody saying nothing to her.
I'm watching everything. That's why there's a camera.
There's a camera everywhere.
There's a camera.
Escalated thing. Escalated.
But hey, all good things must come to an end, and the guy in black eventually got kicked out of the gym for this. So, it all well ends well, I suppose. Like, it's such a stupid thing to me that some people, it's either just ego to say that, oh, this person who's smaller than me, whether they're female or male, because there could also be sexism involved here. I'm not really going to assume on that one. And so it's like, oh, you're smaller than me. I'm going to try and push you around because I want to do what I want to do and I don't give two fucks about you. But then someone else who's far bigger than him gets involved. Suddenly he seems a lot more scared and a lot more unsure on what he wants to do about this entire situation, which is quite funky to say the least. Strap yourself up for this clip because we've got a Karen calling the cops on a kid because the kid brushed up against her. I'll talk about this in more detail after the clip. I got a lot for this one.
Bureau? No, I want the cops here right now. No, I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here.
And our mom. Yeah.
Oh, man.
The cops are right down the block. I can go hide.
What happened?
White lady calls the cops on a black lady. I get it. Yeah, they're videotaping.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally
Listen, I
ill.
don't care. Listen, you remember me, right? From school, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Her son grabbed my ass.
She said
And
that
she
my son
decided
touched her
to
ass.
yell
I'm
at
gonna stay here. So I'm gonna stay right here.
There are security
Let
cameras.
me go. Don't stay nowhere.
Go
home.
Let's make it go viral.
Go home. No. Let me go.
No, not her.
No.
Come on. She's calling police on a black
Go
woman because of
home.
her.
She needs to go home. Don't do this. This
My
one's
phone
stupid.
number is 646-484-8620. Yeah.
Oh, snap, bro. Like, there we go.
There are officers down the block. They want
Corner store Carolyn. That's what that is. Don't cry, little man. Don't cry, little man. Because she calling the cop. That's corner store Carolyn. We got a new one. Corner store Carolyn. Look at that. She calling police.
Go home. Nobody want to touch your flat ass.
Somebody, she calling police.
I just was sexually assaulted by a child.
Go home.
Make her go viral.
She's nasty.
Make her go viral.
You're a pedophile.
Make her go
You're a
viral.
pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Calling police
This is a
because the little
pedophile.
kid bust her
You're a
ass.
pedophile. Go home.
Pedophile.
Let me go home. You pedophile. You pedophile. Ah, he said that little boy touched her ass. She's nasty.
No, just flashed your badge and threatened to arrest me. Are you serious? So I will be going down to the police. Are you seriously exactly what she's doing?
Thank you. Because a little kid brushed up against her and touched her on her butt. She's calling police.
Have you ever seen go to my apartment, 280 East 21st Street, apartment 4J, and I am going home. Goodbye, 911 operator. Now, why don't you upload that to World Star?
Go
away. What is your problem? I don't even know why y'all giving her attention. I'm calling you out. Do you seriously just call the police on a child? On a police officer. Go away. No, white lady, I will not. Okay, white lady.
Look, why y'all look? Don't even get involved no more. Don't even get involved no more, miss, because that's
That's shameful. You're shameful. Honey, you
Tell
don't
you, you're
know
shameful.
shame. You cannot shame me. You are a child. You are young enough to be my daughter. Okay. You're right. When you're 53 years old,
If you were my mother,
you would do
get
what?
out of my
Man,
face.
relax,
If you
man.
were
Do
my
what?
Do
not get in her face, man. I'm sorry. Do what? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's not working.
One
white girl to another. Yeah, make the point.
That's what she
The
wants.
entire audience.
She wants the attention. She wants the attention.
No need to get in her face. It's got nothing to do with white or black.
Stop her
No, you're being an
home.
No,
Go
you ain't gotta
home,
tell her.
white
Don't jump in her
lady.
face.
Go home.
Don't jump in her face.
Isn't that what you said? Go home.
Listen,
white
now you
lady.
antagonizing.
You are antagonizing her now. You are antagonizing her now.
On earth started. It wasn't the
I don't know. She just walked by and then she just.
Come on, why you jumping in her face? Ain't nobody
My
want to
son
get out of her
grabbed
face.
your ass.
Yo,
because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a cop.
All right, so
Can I
go
say
back.
So if you're a cop, then you supposed to have more sense than that, lady.
Can I
Get out of here,
You
man.
ain't no
Can I
cop.
tell
You
you
always with some
something?
crazy
Can I tell you
shit all the
something?
time, man. You always with some crazy shit, man. You always with some crazy shit.
Good. Since it's gonna get pushed, you better relax.
She always on some crazy shit.
Corner store Carolyn.
Seriously, you got my address?
I'm in awe of this clip, if I'm completely honest. Like, this just seems like an over-escalation to escalation to another escalation to another escalation, and no one took a moment to think about this and go, hey, hang on, this is completely stupid. Why are we even here doing this anymore? Like, yes, calling the cops on a kid is ridiculously stupid over something like this. Like, it's probably just it's probably the case that when the kid was passing by the woman, something brushed up against her accidentally, and that'd be as simple as that. And yeah, okay, the adult in the situation could be a little upset at that, but you know, you're also the adult of the situation. If a kid's just done that, like, you could either just like, hey, hey, so you touched me a little weird, don't do that, or something along those lines, or maybe just accept the fact that they're a kid who probably had no idea what just happened and laugh it off and move on. Not go off at the mother and scream at them. Like, that was ridiculously stupid. And then, of course, the mother is logically going to be protective of their child. I would point out that saying, yeah, you probably should be the adult in the situation, attempt to calm things down and move on. But also, you're the mother. She's going off at you for something your kid probably didn't do. And yeah, of course, you're going to go off back. And of course, these things continue to escalate in very stupid degrees that should have never gotten here in the first place. Like her calling the cops for some dumb reason. And then, in the midst of all that, all these people are going off at her, screaming at her while she's on the phone to 911 of all things. It's one of those things where the people on the other end of that call have no idea what happened prior to this and have no idea what's really going on. All they hear is this person's on the phone trying to get cops called, whilst people around them are yelling and screaming at them. It's like things are going to escalate from there. And then, of course, the family's choice to start calling her a pedo, which was completely ridiculous as well. It's just like, I'm just so caught off guard by how much this got escalated over what was probably just the kid accidentally brushing up against her. End of the world for some people, God. In this clip, we've got a guy who's returning his pizza to Pizza Hut after finding a cockroach in one of the pizzas. Here's what happens next.
I've seen this roach on here. Now, if I hadn't seen this roach before I ate it, we wouldn't have ate damn pizza. Now,
you ate
hey, so you telling me it's okay to have roaches in my system? Give me my refund and for 2 pieces, and that's the end. I'm gonna be through with it, man.
I can give you a refund.
Bruh, I need my money back for both them pieces.
I can't give you money back for both. I can only give you back.
I need my money back for both them pieces, man.
I can only give you that. Because that's the one that's messed up.
No. If a roach on one of them, this whole stove contaminated. It should be a roach on no food. That's unacceptable, man. I ain't trying to hear because it's only on one piece. Now, do you want to look through all of it and see if there's only one roach or more roaches? Or do you want me to just give me my money back and let me leave out your stuff? No, I need money for both my pieces, man. The same thing I paid is the same thing I need back. I need my money for both slices, man.
I can call my...
I don't give a damn who you call. It could get easier by giving me $24.18, or it could get a whole lot worse. Either way, it's your choice. And I'm trying to be diplomatic as possible in asking you to give me my money back for what I purchased. My entire order is contaminated with that one roach on there. So I would like all my money back. And you handle it the way you want to.
Sorry, but I'd also want a full refund on all the food. If I found some form of cockroach or any form of bugs inside of one of the pizzas, I personally would not want to eat the other pizza whatsoever. So I would also be expecting a full refund if that's the case. I don't know why they're thinking like, oh, I can give you a refund for the one that does have the roach in it, but I can't give you a refund for the other one. Like, buddy, what? Why would they still want the other one? If they found a cockroach in one of them, they're not going to want to eat the other one, buddy. It's not that simple. It's like, I don't get it. But, whack. Like, the fact that a roach has ended up in a pizza, it just makes me question the state of back there and, like, I don't know what a Pizza Hut looks like behind the scenes, actually, because I haven't looked into one in a very, very long time. It's been like, I think the last time I've been in a Pizza Hut at all has been like 5-6 years ago, which is nuts to think about, but I don't know. It's still whack that this has happened. Here we have a driver who's gotten themselves involved in a crash, but it only turns out that, oh, right, they're drunk. I wonder why they've gotten themselves in this crash. They've rear-ended a car here from what I gathered from the original information. And the guy who drove the car that she rear-ended, the guy who's making a bunch of jokes and statements about her, is having a bit of a thrill ride here.
Bro, get out the car.
Take a picture of her face. Yeah. Look this way. Look this way. Okay.
You need to get out this car for real.
No, I actually did not.
I'm ready to drag you by your...
I know.
Bitch, call somebody. Call a brother. Call an uncle. Call a tío. A tía. Bitch, don't play with me, ho. I speak Spanish, bitch.
Listen. Okay, listen, but I'm trying to get you out of trouble. You better get the out this car before. You need to get an Uber.
I know, but I don't
okay,
live in
that's
Dallas.
Okay, where the you live? Why are you out
in
here?
Dallas.
What you doing?
No,
you don't have
I
anybody out here.
Because the
you don't have anybody out here? Bro,
you have what? You don't have what? Insurance?
You don't have insurance? You better pull out something.
No.
You better pull out something. You have to pull out something, girl. You have to pull out something.
I'm recording. So while you whispering,
hold on.
Baby, all them little words, ho, you got caught. You got caught.
No.
Oh yeah, I took a picture of that license plate. You ain't got nut. Your phone did? Oh hell no, baby.
Y'all.
No, that I mean.
Okay, you need to pull out something. You don't have a charger? What the is you doing?
It's because I can finish like.
Damn. I feel bad. You need a charger, babe.
I don't feel bad for this hoe.
No, I'm saying like.
I don't feel bad for this hoe. Cause this hoe don't know how to handle her liquor.
Just give her a break.
I ain't giving no hoe a break. I don't get a break in life, so why would I get this hoe a break?
You right. We don't be
bitch, all gas, no break, hoe. You better be glad I'm not ripping them lashes off your eyes, and them hoes ain't even full.
Them bitches ain't even individual.
So what you plan on doing?
What you plan up in this hole? Yeah, you better believe guys you took them off.
Oh my God. So what you plan on doing? Cause I want to make sure you're safe for real.
No, this better come back and do this.
Who are you talking about?
Because I never want to over here.
Okay, who are you talking about?
My friends, bro.
You acting like your phone is gonna come on. You don't have a charger.
How you hit on though? Was you just driving too fast or what?
You sure you ain't got no insurance? You sure you ain't got no insurance? Open that glove department.
I don't have.
You ain't got no insurance.
I don't.
Cause this situation could just go if they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I would advise.
the cop,
I would
then
say
you're gonna be in trouble. I'll
I
call
know,
the cop.
and but at the same time, I'm not gonna like just leave.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna leave.
Well, you need to give us a number, phone number, something.
What's your number? You get him your number.
903.
You gotta make this right. You gotta do something.
Yes, I'm gonna make this
okay,
right.
get him
We
the
can
number.
give you 24 hours, figure out something. If not, we're gonna call the cops and then you're gonna figure it
Give
out.
them your number.
Guys, we say just get each other numbers.
Get her number.
And that way tomorrow when she get a little
You got a
bit more
pen?
sober, then she could be able to figure it out.
No insurance, and you thought it'd be a bright idea to drive home intoxicated. I mean, I suppose your brain's never really fully functioning when you're drunk, but the person who's going to wake up in the morning after all these events have happened is going to be regretting a lot of the decisions that were made this night. It's not, here in Australia, it's not that uncommon to come across someone who doesn't have insurance purely because it's not a legal requirement, though I should make one thing clear, at least in the state of Queensland, I'm not 100% sure if this is the same way in all the other states. When you do register your car and pay for registration, part of that is going towards a third-party insurance for people. So if your vehicle hits, if a person gets hurt by result of your vehicle, they are covered by your registration costs, whether it be people who get injured inside of a car when you hit their car, or whether it be the unlucky pedestrian that you ran over with your 5-ton massive truck. Though you kind of still need to get some form of insurance to cover, like, let's say you smash into someone else's car, so you need third party for that. Or if you want to cover your own car when you get screwed by someone, there's comprehensive for that. But there is no legal requirement to have vehicle insurance. When you register a vehicle, by default, you get given third party insurance for person. I don't know. Going back on topic here, this was funky. I know that at least in America, this might not be in America, it is a legal requirement to have some form of insurance. So when they find out they don't have insurance, wouldn't someone be trying to get the police involved if they haven't already, though they've crashed? So maybe they already have? I don't know. Weird. Here you have a Karen at a restaurant who apparently got caught a bitch by the waitress and decided that the best course of action here is to not only go off at everyone, including the customers and police people that are there, but also threaten to have the entire restaurant shut down.
Bitch, you touch me. I know, because you're a asshole. You're a asshole. It's none of your business if I say why or not. Did you touch me? Why did she touch me? She cannot touch me. Why did she touch me? 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 She has no right to touch me. Enjoy this restaurant. You have no right to touch me. You have no.
Like you're embarrassing.
Ruining it. Yeah. Because
You're being
calls me
aggressive.
bitch. Your waitress
You are being
called me
aggressive.
bitch. Your waitress called me bitch.
You need to treat people with respect.
I'm gonna close this restaurant. I'm gonna close this restaurant. Your waitress called me bitch in front of
You
everyone.
pushed her and tried to take her check.
I did push her? Are you guys liars?
No.
Are you guys liars?
I don't know what you want us to
Call
do.
their manager. I need to talk to manager. Right now.
Our manager's right there. It's your car.
Not the manager for the waitress. Manager of the restaurant.
He's not here.
Call him or her. I know he's not here. Call him. Call him.
He's right there.
Here.
He's right there.
Okay, go get him. Go get
There's
him.
nothing we can do, lady.
Go get him. Go get him. I know, because you guys are scared. Because this is not the way you should react to your customer.
I love a good old taste of entitled Karens. The sheer entitlement, like, okay, yeah. Being called a bitch, like, depending on the context, is probably not right. Again, depending on the context. We don't have the context here. Because, you know, these people have only started recording after they hear someone start screaming and shouting and letting it all out. So we don't have what happened prior to that. But going off of how you're choosing to react about this entire thing, I think it may be a bit of an over-exaggeration, overreaction, maybe. Just here we got another guy who's pretty angry about the noise of a car. Now, look, I can understand being upset about car noises if they're continuously revving like an asshole. But by the sounds of how this guy decides to describe it, it just sounds like every now and then the Mustang goes past his backyard and it's loud and he doesn't like it. So he does this.
Well, he's been pulled over by Officer Yates once already. He's got $600 worth of tickets he can be written if he comes by my house one more time like he just did. My backyard is on Ainsboro. He don't have any mufflers on that car. He's got tinted windows and he's got no front plate. $600. You tell him keep messing with me and I'll get him some money spent.
Sounds good, bud.
No shit. I'm tired of it. I've listened to the shit. It used to be a white Mustang. Now it's got a wrap on it, so he thinks it's incognito. But
not at all, sir.
Dude,
anyway,
one more time, and I'll have the cops come out.
That's fine.
I mean, if we really want to be the petty party here, he could, in theory, I don't know, take this footage to the police and potentially, I don't know, attempt to charge you with harassment, because that is technically what this is, if we really want to go petty party mode. But hey, that's a bit stupid. Maybe, I don't know, if he drives by every now and then, it's like not the end of the world, but it seems to be. Here we have probably one of the more craziest clips that I've really come across over the years. It's, I'm just going to let you watch it yourself before I say much more.
Son, on the 10th of November, was assaulted by Tracy.
What? No, what was assaulted? What was assaulted?
He was punched, and I'm sure you are aware of
And
it.
the police are dealing with it, sir.
The police are dealing with it, but I'm not happy that Tracy is still coming to the school. From what I gathered.
So the teacher that punched your son is still in the school.
At a point, the teacher was here at a point which was supposed to be taken off.
Mr. Autumno,
No.
it's not appropriate to discuss. Not a matter with it.
What
No,
happened
because
to
your
my
son was what, suspended?
What happened to my son being assaulted, and at the same time, a suspension letter was handed to him. Is that appropriate?
Sir, it's not appropriate for me to discuss.
It's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. Not a matter
What happened to my son?
beyond us.
But she's still here.
She's still in the school.
What happened to my son?
I'm not prepared to discuss that with
Why
you.
wouldn't
I'm not dealing with it.
Don't I have right to know that the teacher is not here in school?
It's not.
Someone
it's not a
assaulted
matter
my
that we're
son.
dealing with.
Someone
Someone punched
my
his
son.
son.
Someone
has
my
punched
son.
his son
You had
in
to
your
take him to A&E.
And you have
On
appropriately
that same day,
reported it.
and you
Someone punched her son, his son, in the school.
You don't have right to tell me to
Yeah.
leave. I cannot leave.
No.
You can call the police if you want. This is a public space. I have right to do what I'm doing.
You can't discuss.
I have right to do what I'm doing.
I've no comments to make.
In the interest of the public, this is the interest in the interest of the public. You can call the police if you want to call it.
No, because we need to let people know
I
that
need to let
children
the
are coming
public
to
know.
school and being punched by teachers.
It has been dealt with appropriately.
How?
has
She's
not
still
been dealt with
here
appropriately.
for 3 weeks.
I
These
have been in
children,
contact
no,
with
for
the
3
police.
weeks.
I have been in contact
How?
with the police.
But how is this happening on your premises? A child is being punched and then they haven't, and then he's been suspended.
Because my son has been taken off the school and going to completely different schools. Okay, so this is all you guys are doing. I am going to take it further. On the 10th of November 2023, I got a call that my son Christopher was assaulted, being punched by one of the support teachers.
He was what? He was what?
He was punched
By who?
by one of the teachers.
Okay.
assistant staff.
Yep. Okay.
And
Where?
we got
Where was he punched?
in the playground, in the chest and the neck,
Who was he punched by?
by one of the teachers.
At what school?
Christ the King, this school.
This school. This school.
That's a whole lot to unpack. Just the box is dropped right in front of you and you just look at it going, wow. Do I really want to open that can of worms? Well, today I am. Let's open that box up. This is kind of wild because from what I've learned with the schooling system, at least when I was a lot younger in Australia, is that there were teachers that would be a lot more physical with how they treat their students. Whether you would accept that as a fine thing to do or not is the other question, but usually these teachers, it's just a simple thing as like they would be taken out of that school in particular and moved to a school pretty fair bit away. But like I do distinctively remember like when I was in about grade 5, there was this assistant teacher who took over for one of the normal teachers for about a handful of weeks, and at one point he pretty much grabbed a student by their neck and dragged them across the classroom because they were being a bit rowdy. Anyway, that teacher disappeared a day or two later, and we didn't see him for a while. When I was in my final year of primary school, he reappeared as a teacher's aide for a brief period of time, which was very interesting to say the least, and completely wild that even occurred. But it seems to be how a lot of school systems go because of the lack of teachers. They're just like, this person was actually good at their job. They did this one stupid thing. Let's just throw them to a random school out in the middle of whoop whoop where no one's going to know who they are for a bit. But it sounds like here that the teacher hasn't even gone anywhere yet, and that the teacher is still at this school and action hasn't really been appropriately actioned if they're still there, because it seems wild that even with an accusation like this, wouldn't you think that, okay, maybe we need to put her out of this classroom or this school for a little while and as we look into it, and then maybe bring her back? I don't know. What do you guys think? Comments down below. Next we have a fun clip where there seems to be some road rage going on.
Though it's not about did you hit me though. It's not about did you. No, I'm not having a bad day, sweetheart. It's about the fact that you came on my side, boo, and then you had the nerve to push your head that way. Okay, baby, learn how to drive, boo. If you was on a driver's ed test, you would be done. If you was on a driver's ed test, baby, you would be done, boo. You would be done, boo. They would have failed you. They would have failed you. Okay, on the driver's ed test, they don't tell you to do that when you're in. I'm not mad, baby. I'm not mad. I love you. I love you. I love it. I love it. Have a good one. Learn to drive that big ass truck, though.
When all's well, it ends well, right? Love how that ended. Just the casual. It's just like, no, I'm not mad. I love you. And then suddenly she reciprocates the entire feeling of that situation, which is just like, that's cool. Great way to end this one. As well as a sly comment about you better learn how to drive that big truck. In this clip we got a Karen who's unhappy that a pair of older teenagers, young adults, are making use of the park swings when there's no one else in the park.
Here we go, man.
Hey.
What?
Don't you guys think you're a little bit too big to be swinging on a swing set when there's a lot of little kids here? I mean, come on.
What do you mean?
You're taking up all the space. Parents bring their kids to the park to swing, not for older kids to be on the swing. You're what, 18, 19?
20.
Well, come on, get off the swing.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I can.
No. Little big kid lives matter. Are you kidding me? Yeah, keep walking away. Freaking Karen. I called you a Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
Karen. My name is not Karen.
Well, you're acting like a Karen.
Well, get off the swing.
You can't make me.
I'm just gonna go get the park person.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Bye. Right back at you.
I mean, when it comes down to swings, if a park's empty or there's not many people doing it, who cares? Oh no, you're swinging on a swing. Those things are literally made to be able to handle a stupid amount of weight. Some of them can only handle up to 250 pounds, but a lot of the steel-made ones, where it's chains, they can handle upwards of 500 pounds before it potentially becomes a problem. So it's just a question of like, who cares? There's no kids trying to get on this swing. There's no kids in the actual playground in the background either. The Karen's just being upset and going off of them for no particular reason. I have no idea. Here we get dropped in the middle of an Applebee's in New York, where we have a person going off and threatening violence against a kid who's a part of this bigger group at the table here. Oh, here's the clip.
Oh, she on it.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Y'all gotta tell her.
No, pull it out. Pull it out.
Pull what out? What?
Alright. Shut the up.
That's a little kid. That's a little boy. That's a boy.
No, that's not no little kid.
This is a little kid. And ain't nobody talking to you. Girl, push her. Girl, she about to hit your kid. Girl, push her. Girl, push her. Why she about to hit your kid? Yo, these bitches is because it couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. She wasn't talking to y'all like that. Girl, push her out of your kid's face. Bitch, snuff her. Why you gotta talk to your like that? Snuff her. Y'all bugging. Y'all have snuffed her. She wasn't talking to my kid like that. I'd have drugged her. Why she talking to your kid like that? No, that's true. No, I get it, but that's a kid. No, that's a kid. That's a kid at the end of the day. It's different if it's y'all. If it's y'all, I would have been quiet. Exactly, that's your kid. Smack this bitch. She been bugging. She been bugging. Get her the
Now, the comments of this on TikTok were going after the OP for calling for violence in the situation, which I can kind of understand, but according to the OP, apparently the only way that the situation ended up being resolved was when security had to physically drag her out of the damn restaurant because she refused to leave in any other matter, which is says a lot about this type of person in the first place, and maybe violence was necessary because they clearly weren't listening to sense. Next, we've got an angry Karen who parks in front of someone's bike with a big-ass SUV. Not her.
There's reserved parking spots.
No, you don't.
Hey, can you help me?
Oh my God, she's crazy.
We have parking spots here, so.
Okay, well I'll gladly take up 2 from now on.
Somewhere else.
I don't need to. I have it registered
all
here.
the way over there.
Go
I don't
away.
need to.
Please go. It's the cops
Here's the cops right here.
The cop telling her if she parks in front of my bike again, I can have it towed, and if she touches my car again, she was going to be arrested. She stomped off like a child.
Oh, sure, she stomped off like a child, eh? Did she casually cause an earthquake or two? I'm sorry. Hey, I'm slightly overweight. I can make these type of jokes. Do you want proof? I'm not giving it to you. This is funny anyway. She's like, she just wanted to be a massive nuisance, park in front of someone's bike for some dumb reason, and then when she gets told off for doing it, she's like, just loses her mind over it. It'd be funny as hell. Here we have a person who's minding her own business. He's just sitting in a cafe on a laptop doing some work when an old guy decides to come in and sit at a table and start talking to her about her life and other bits and pieces along those lines. Here's a clip.
But the real question is, someone who's mentally handicapped have a license plate that says that too. Then you know the driving is going to be really bad. So you stay away from it.
You're not wrong.
Don't tell me, you're actually working from here?
I've been here, yeah.
Are you a writer?
Yeah, I've been here for a while. I'm actually about to go.
Are you a writer? Do you write things that get published?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, you mean it's never occurred? It's never occurred?
No.
But you hope to?
Someday.
What do you write about?
Self-help.
Self-help? Okay. You look too young for that. You haven't had enough life experience yet.
Well, thanks.
No, seriously. If you're going to tell people how to help themselves, you should be older and you should have gone through all kinds of terrible, terrible stuff.
Right.
Then you're qualified to give advice.
Totally.
Now, if you're young and you've gone through a lot of terrible stuff, you're probably qualified.
Who's to say?
Doesn't it make sense? Did you want someone giving you advice who knew nothing about the problem?
Who's to say I don't know anything?
Well, have you led a really difficult life?
I don't really think that matters.
Pardon me?
I don't really think that's part of it.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect.
Okay. Well, that is your opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion.
If you wanted someone to teach you how to win the Olympics, wouldn't the person have credibility if they had actually won the Olympics? Now, as opposed to somebody who sat on their couch for 30 years, the guy on the couch isn't going to sell too much.
To be frank, I really didn't ask for your opinion.
I know, but I'm just full of opinion.
So,
Well, you can take them somewhere else if you like.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just thought I'd help you.
Yeah, I don't need help, but thank you. I appreciate
Well,
it.
you might need.
I don't need help, but thank you.
I mean, the question of the day here is just, what was the guy thinking? Like, is he just that, does he feel that self-entitled? Like it's like, yep, this person here who's clearly doing their own thing, doing something on the computer, I'm going to sit down in front of them, I'm going to try and talk to them. Yeah, that's right, they're going to enjoy talking to someone because they're clearly lonely and they've got nothing better to do than look at their computer, so they can have the time to talk to me, and then criticizes her about writing and potentially doing self-help stuff and says, oh, you need to be this, this, and this in order to do that. And yes, I get that to do and to be able to really do self-help, you either need to be very educated in whether, like, you go down all the various different learning stuff you need to be a therapist, or you've just experienced some pretty wacky things in life itself. But does she need to tell you right there and there what she's gone through in life, what she's done to be able to write like this? Like, genuinely, who cares? Here we have a guy who gets caught throwing rocks at baby ducks who he claims are, quote, invasive. Here's a clip.
What's your name?
Benny Davis.
Stop throwing the rocks at the ducks.
You need to tend to your...
No, I'm going right to the office with this video footage.
Call them.
I'm taking the footage to the office.
Call them. Those are Muscovy ducks. Learn your laws before you run your mouth.
Do not throw things at animals. It literally is a sign right there saying do not harm the animals over there on the storage unit. I'm taking this video right to the office. Have a nice day, sir.
I'm the one who put the sign there.
And I will go right to the office. You should know better. You should know better.
Species that have been deemed as invasive species to areas, they've got their own little weird, wacky shenanigans to it. I don't understand the American way in any way, shape, or form. Not even going to try to look it up because it's just a mess that doesn't particularly matter in this case here. It's just like, it's ducks. What are they going to do to you? If there's a sign literally say don't harm the animals, maybe just follow it. Though in saying that, I live in Australia, a country where we've got an invasive species known as cane toads that are, well, if you've heard any stories about Australians and their cane toads, you might remember some of the atrocities that we've done. I don't know, use them as golf balls, stabbed a screwdriver through them, various other shenanigans that various different people do. It's an entire thing. They're an invasive species. We treat them like it because they breed more than we can even kill off, even with the stupidity we do, and they get treated like crap, you know? Fun stuff. I don't know. Here we have an unhappy Chipotle customer because the bottom of their bowls is looking very dirty, to say the least, because obviously his benches aren't being properly cleaned between food scraps getting everywhere.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how the bottom of my container was dirty.
I'll give you your tips.
Thank you. Like, y'all treating me like I'm coming here and getting food for free. I'm paying for it. So treat me like a customer. The hell? And the kids cup.
I'll give it to you right now. I don't know what you're paying with. I'm just waiting for you to see what you're paying with.
The last customer, you bagged their stuff up and then they paid. But with me, you have an attitude. Why is it because I'm black?
No.
Okay then. I'm a customer, so treat me like one. Just because I asked you to wipe the bottom of my container, you have an attitude? He should clean his station up after each. Look at that shit. That looks crazy. And my food rubbed across that, and you have a problem with it.
It didn't rub across.
Yes, it did. Why does it look like this? And I just wiped it off. It looks like this. Should the bottom of my container look like that? You're telling me this is okay?
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Ma'am, I can remake your food.
No, you don't have to remake my food, but she shouldn't treat me like that because I'm complaining about something.
I understand. I'm sorry about
And then she's telling me to pay for something before she even put my stuff in the bag. She shoved everything over to me and told me to bag my own shit.
I didn't tell you to bag your own.
What does it mean when you push my shit over here and then push
Did
the
I
bag
not
like this?
bag
And then I
yours?
asked you for the chips and everything else and you had an attitude. Yeah, if I was white or Spanish, you wouldn't be acting like that. Like, I shouldn't have to raise my voice to get good customer service.
Anything else?
The kids cup. Fucking attitude.
My god, that the bottom of that bowl is not good. Like that looks like some of my Lego sets that I've built sitting caked with dust. Like I picked them up and like the top is just caked in dust in like that similar fashion. where she's like, there's this line of caked up junk just from it being pushed across. Like, it's insane. Like, how is it that bad to be able to be so visible like that? Like, little bits of scraps, like, let's say a touch of sauce getting on the bottom of the bowl because it got spilled just recently. Whatever. I don't think that particularly matters, but no. The bottom of that bowl looks so bad, it's not even funny. Here we got some crazy happenings at a Wingstop.
What? I am, trust that. And I'm gonna call on every last one of you unprofessional. Can't wait to get in my car. What? Make me. You doing all that talking shit, bring your ass from back there again. Shit, talking shit. Shut up, bitch.
I would pick up for Emily.
Been unprofessional all day long up in this. Ordering your food at a certain time. It got like 10 of y'all back there and y'all still can't get it right.
It's always fun when it's just like some random person off to the side who watches all this. They just record it. They don't get involved. They just watch the stupidity happen and watch the stupidity leave. And that is it. Nothing more to the story there. This couple head out to their local Dollar General, which is apparently 25 minutes away, and they get there about 15 minutes before the store is supposed to close, at least according to the timetable online. But they get there and the doors are already locked. Here's what happens next.
Rob, what you say y'all close at 9:45? And what time y'all leave? So what time, you just said 10 o'clock, right? I said, what time do y'all close? 10 o'clock. Walking out the door at 10 o'clock. Y'all heard that? So, what is this? And my sister works for corporate. So, I know, that's why I just drove 25 minutes to get here.
That's what it says online.
Because it said online that y'all closed at 10.
So you can't.
And when I'm coming in here to get some tissue and I know exactly what I want, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to walk through this door and get what I want and what I need.
You can't honor your time that you have online?
I work at a bank, and at the bank, if you walk in at 4:59, we're going to let you in and do your transaction because you made it before the time we close.
So do you close at 9:45 by
So why does it not say you close at 9:45 online? Why does it not say online you close at 9:40? No, I'm asking you. You work here and you're closing the doors.
I'm sorry, if you close at 10, if your operating hours says 10 p.m. as the close time, then you shouldn't be locking the doors 15 minutes beforehand just so you can get out early. You should stay operating until that 10 p.m. deadline that you've put on your timetable. You have to serve at that point. I've defended restaurants for not being able to do certain things like 10-15 minutes before they actually close because ovens and fryers and stuff like that might have been turned off early so they have a chance to cool down so they can be cleaned within a reasonable time frame after the store is closed. But this isn't a restaurant. This is a retail store. Well, they've just got a bit of tidy up at the registers, maybe remove old newspapers for the day if they serve newspapers. Like, there's not going to be much they need to do the moment they close. They just pretty much close, lock up, and leave. Like, this is stupid. Here was seemingly racist Karen being extremely upset that these people have arrived to the job site too early.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm calling code enforcement again.
How?
Okay, also probably immigration. Okay, and reporting you because you're not supposed to be here till 7 o'clock in the morning. No work before 7. I reported you the last time, you're gonna get reported again. Do you understand me? What's your name?
Ma'am.
What do you mean? This is the law.
Yeah.
Do you understand the law?
We're not working. I mean,
That's not working?
We haven't started yet. We just pulling in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not having a start yet.
Yeah, okay. We'll see, but I'm gonna take your pictures now, okay? Maybe I'll send them to immigration too.
Now, I can kind of understand being annoyed at these people for getting there and potentially starting work before the time they're meant to, especially when it's this early in the morning in a neighborhood where there's people who are potentially sleeping. But by the sounds of things, A, they're not actually doing anything yet, they're just arriving and setting up to start when it's time to start. And B, it doesn't look like it'd be like, based upon the lighting, I would assume it's probably like 5:30, 6 in the morning, probably that early. It's about an hour before they actually start and they're just setting up. And then saying you're going to send all this immigration totally does not give off any form of racist intent here whatsoever. Here are some people fighting and arguing on a plane.
You won't slap some shit. Oh, you won't slap
I got it.
I have no idea how we got here. I just am praying that this is after they've landed at the destination, so that when they deboard this plane, no one's going to be inconvenienced by whatever stupidity is currently happening here. Well, there's still going to be that inconvenience, but you know, it's better than having your plane delayed from going anywhere because of people like this. Here we have a McDonald's worker who's gotten into some form of argument with someone who was going through the drive-thru for one reason or another. Ultimately, because of what actually ends up happening in this clip, I don't think it particularly matters that much because our McDonald's worker here has a bit of a loose tongue.
What was that? What's your name? You're just saying what? No, what's your name? You're gonna get yourself in big trouble because I want to know who I spoke to tonight that's giving me an attitude.
I told you my name, Lily, though.
Okay, but then when I walked out, what'd you say?
No, I told you my name. Lily, go present. Okay, go present. What?
She's gonna get herself in trouble. Does she realize that? You can't have this kind of attitude.
Who you are? Yeah.
I don't care who you are either. Okay, check it out. You're cussing. You're behind the counter. You're gonna get fired. I'm not gonna get you fired. I know I'm not walking into the counter.
Walk out the door.
Okay.
Walk out the door.
I'm not walking out the door. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and you're being Okay, Lily. I am putting you on my phone. You work here. I don't need your. No, it's a freaking free country. We record all the time. I need proof of what you're saying to me. Saying that you're cussing at me and you don't care about me? She's gonna get herself fired.
You need to shut the up. You shut up.
You're calling me a?
I did not say
you just said yeah. You just said it. Yeah. She said something. Called me.
Wait, like the N-word?
Pretty much. That's what it sounded like to me. Yep, I have it recorded.
She knew that she stuffed up the moment it was pointed out that she said that, because that was the point where she immediately backed out of the entire confrontation. As anything all the way up to that point, she didn't care. She was going to keep fighting back, fighting the quote-unquote good fight. But the moment that she realized that she dropped a bit of an N-bomb on the person is the moment that she's like, maybe I'm just going to go back here. Yeah, don't worry about me. What a way to show your true colors, though. And also, in public, in your workplace, whilst talking to a customer. Not only do you say that you don't give a about them, you just tell them to shut up and also drop the N-word on them. Wow. I mean, that's a very... I will adore how brazen you are, but yeah, no. Good job. You probably just lost your job. This person's doing a DoorDash delivery to an apartment complex. Lucky for them, all they've been asked to do is just leave it in the lobby and they'll come grab it in a moment. Anyway, while she's doing this, the security guard down here is a bit of a nuisance about her doing this.
No, I delivered it. It's right here. I'm gonna get my money because I delivered the food. He here.
Take it over there.
Wherever he is, he's somewhere in this building, and that's not my problem, sir.
What is your problem? Your problem is to leave it
my job is to just deliver the food to this building.
To Samuel.
To the building.
No, not to the building.
Samuel's here.
No,
Wherever
he isn't
Samuel
here.
is,
He
he can come and get his food from the lobby.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. The guy's not here.
How you know that? How do you know he's not here?
Job. Oh. How am I not doing my
job?
Get in touch with Samuel.
Samuel knows his food is down here, so he go come get it when he come and get it. Thank you, sir.
No,
if you throw his food out, he'll know, because I'm gonna send him this video too. So if he finds out that his food is outside, then that means are you Samuel, sir? Yeah, he's trying to throw your food outside. I'm trying to leave your food right here so that you can get your food. And he's telling me he gonna throw it outside if I leave it right here. I'm not doing nothing but just delivering your DoorDash, sir. No, you just told me Samuel wasn't here and that you was gonna throw his food out. Okay, but I told you I was gonna leave his food here and that I was going to leave. And you said you was gonna throw his food outside. It doesn't matter. That don't matter.
Leave.
That's your food, sir. Thank you so much.
It's always funny seeing the reactions of people who really have their hands in the shit. Because it's like the moment that the person who came down, who's actually ordered that DoorDash, the guy who's been doing all this arguing all this entire time, is just like, nope, go away, shoo, don't continue recording this. It's funny just trying to watch them try and make up for everything they just quite literally did. This guy's looking for his pet squirrel and the neighbor comes around to harass them about it.
Okay, so tell me why. Why do you have a pet squirrel?
Because I rescued her.
Is this even legal?
Having a pet squirrel?
Yeah.
Are you going to report me for having a squirrel?
Yeah, I can actually.
What do you... Please, get out of here. What
Isn't that... Okay, let
Are
me
you
ask
joking?
you something.
I'm looking for my squirrel.
Let me ask you something.
It's like having a dog.
How is that even right for the squirrel? Squirrels should be living out in the nature, picking off peanuts. Are you recording this?
I'll call the cops.
Okay.
Let's
Go ahead. Call the cops. Have fun with that.
From my understanding, depending on the state, it is legal to have a pet squirrel as long as you go through the right methods, I assume anyway. It's just one of those things where you must be living a really, really sad life if you're going to report someone or call the police on someone because they have a pet squirrel. Here we have a Karen at McDonald's who's waiting for their order and decides to call someone illegal, ask if they're illegal. Here's the clip.
Say it again. This Karen, she thinks she's gonna cover her face. What? What were you gonna say?
You're a
What'd
bitch.
you say?
Are you illegal?
I'm illegal?
Are you illegal?
That is none of your business and none of your concern.
Yeah, it is. I pay taxes.
That doesn't mean shit. What does that have to do here? That's a mobile order and I picked up a mobile order. And what? How do you know I'm illegal? What? Okay, so then be quiet. Don't ask that question. You're very racist. That is racist. You're a Karen. You're a Karen. Don't ever do that again. I hope you get your karma.
Cheryl, I'm your number 3. Yeah, because
Shut up. Shut up. And you just called me an illegal. Go home. Go home. Get your license plate.
I swear, ever since Trump's been successful at doing what he does, which is crazy by the way, it just has empowered all these type of people to just be a lot more racist than what they used to be, and that's just what this is. Calling someone and asking if someone is illegal, that is just racism to a T. You're going off of their race, what they look like, or how they sound, and you're assuming that they're illegal because of those attributes. That's just racism as a nutshell. You can't go, oh, of course you're going to go racism, of course, in your car there. No, that's racism. That's straight up what it is. There's no ambiguity about it. That's just racism, buddy. It's crazy. This guy working at UPS comes to the end of his shift, and when he goes to clock off, he gets told by his boss that he's fired. So he does what the best person does in the situation, is I say, screw it. If I'm fired, then I'm airing it all out, baby.
Fired from the UPS store by this cuck loser, coward,
coward, cuck, loser, won't even fire me at the beginning of my shift, waits till the end of my shift. Here he is, Darren the cuck loser from 1892, who's a loser, who doesn't know shit about running a business, and he's gonna let an alcoholic fat named Joe fire somebody with 10 years of experience because he complained that Joe won't train my co-workers, and Joe put on the radio, and Joe drinks next door and won't tell shit to my co-workers because he's a cuck, loser, coward, just like Darren, the cuck, loser, coward, loser.
Man, it's just like, you know what? The inner thoughts, you can win this time round. I'm going to air it all out. And you just see at the end of the satisfaction, like, cool, I've done what I needed to do. Anyway, I'm going, bye. Oh, boy.
The person behind the camera here wants to get a refund for their pizza because apparently it's a nasty, stale, and old, and all the other descriptions along those lines. But this Little Caesars refuses to give them a refund. Have a look at this.
I don't want nothing. I want my money back.
No, I'm not doing nothing.
Why are you not giving my money back for this old ass, nasty ass pizza?
I can make you another pizza, or you can come back in the morning.
Then you can make me another pizza, I guess.
Okay.
He just said he ain't authorized to do it. Y'all don't listen.
Oh, the manager ain't authorized to do it.
No, I'm not.
I didn't ask you. I said the manager. Why you sitting here yelling? We listened very well. We hear that you said, I asked you to remake the pizza. Well, he can't give me my money back and I'm not coming back.
She just wants the... It cannot be refunded unless you come back in the morning.
I don't understand why, but okay. Just a cheese. Just a cheese.
No, it's not an online. They ordered in the office.
This is bullshit. Look, let's see it. Nasty ass, old ass pizza they trying to give to somebody and they can't even give a refund.
Is it just me, or when she showed the cheese pizza, that looked perfectly fine and dandy, like there wasn't really much wrong with it? I do agree that, yeah, I don't get why they're so hesitant to give a refund here. I do understand that they're most likely a franchise and they do run on very thin margins in the first place, but sometimes it's not worth the hassle to deal with just people like this. That pizza did look perfectly fine. If she's giving you the entire thing back with no problems other than that, then I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one there, but it's just insane that this is how people act sometimes. Like, that pizza, as I said, looked perfectly normal to me. It might not have been. I don't know. Moving on.
First one here is we have a person trying to kick a door down, making the people doing the graveyard shift suffer a little.
No, move back. Stop. No, he's holding the door. It's fine. That's damage to property. You should go. Go. Can you go get the phone? Can you go get the phone? Yes. You're touching property. That's not gonna do anything.
Well, that clip ended fast, and is that just me, or was there sirens could be heard right at the end of that? I hope it was, and I hope she got caught, because whoopsie daisy. I find it funny how the jaw just didn't break despite how hard that person clearly was kicking it. It's like either they've dealt with this before and have had to reinforce the glass, or she is just weak. These guys are out in Hilton and Austin. They've brought their dog with them to the hotel, which is fine to this hotel staff. They can have their dog in their hotel room. Anyway, this fine night, they decide they'll go out for a night in the town and have a bit of fun. It turns out they've left their dog behind, and you know what happens to a dog when they get left behind? They're a bit noisy in a place they're not familiar with. And so, eventually, after multiple attempts to make contact with the people who are in that room for the night, the Hilton decides to just outright kick them out. Here's the clip.
I was not allowed to do nothing.
And nobody has used a cuss word.
Yes, Hilton Hotel.
Do not put your arms on me, because that will get me upset now.
I understand. Listen.
500.
We paid to use it. We're taking our dogs outside. But we got back from a night out and they're on the side of our room.
Hold on, wait, let me talk.
This is it's over.
With Sense here, and he's
I have two
unruly.
guests here that we
He's saying that we cuss around how your ones use a cuss word. I said, what's the premise of pet friendly? They locked us out of our room because they were barking. It's a pet friendly hotel.
We stayed here. They're up here. You hear them arguing in the lobby? They're arguing in the lobby, making a scene right now. And we have other guests here at the hotel, and we want them removed from the hotel.
We know our dogs only bark whenever they're ready to go outside and use the restroom. We were out having drinks. So we said
the
we're
manager
come back
and now
outside
security.
We know that we didn't answer the phone because the music is loud. So I didn't hear the phone. But when we came back and she explained that to me, I said,
they have dogs here that were disturbing the floor, and they were unable to get in contact with them, and they were upset that
that's not going to stop the dog from barking.
You do understand. So it was a hotel policy we explained to them.
But we've had,
I was here this morning. And no one has told us anything.
I don't know.
Even when we came back, we did not know that.
And I apologize if nobody told you, but it has been
not physically, but verbally.
People.
Comments on the original TikTok were very mixed, to say the least, on how people reacted to this. And whilst the person who posted this clip assures everyone that their dog is a well-behaved, well-trained dog, I think it's really as simple as this. You've left your dog in a place that is extremely unfamiliar to it. You've left it on its own. It has no idea when you're going to come back, and it has no way to exactly tell when you're going to come back. It's probably heard multiple noises occur outside of the door of the hotel room, and so is barking at that, either because it's excited that you might be about to open the door and arrive back in the hotel room, or because it's not familiar with the other noises that are occurring there, so it's barking like a lot of dogs would in that type of instance. I'm sorry, if you've taken your dog with you to a hotel and then you go out for a night on the town and not take your dog with you, that is just stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about that. That is extremely irresponsible because your dog's in a place where it's not familiar. If you've brought it along with you, you should bring it along with you if your journey throughout the town, so at least the dog isn't going to get distressed or have a bit of a panic or just be completely confused on the environment that it's not used to. Because no matter how well trained a dog is, if you put it in a situation that it has no idea what to do about it, it's probably going to result to its normal actions of barking and making noises. And if the hotel did make multiple attempts to make contact with you before they decided to go for the drastic measures, then unfortunately for you, they kind of did what they're supposed to do. If you failed to acknowledge them attempting to contact you and you come back and your door's been locked because you're now being kicked out, then that just is what it is. You've made that mistake. I'm sorry, but I don't really have much sympathy here because you've brought your dog along with you and then left it in the hotel room while you had the time of your life that night. Like, it's just as simple as that, man. So this guy was caught double parking in his neighbor's driveway in the neighbor's yard. I'm not 100% sure of the precise location. Either way, he's double parked, not good. So this guy goes to confront him, and let's just say his reaction is spicy.
You're double parked right now. You're breaking. Oh no! Hey Bobby, it passed. But Bobby, take your shells off my property. You see your shells? You have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. You're ugly, but you have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. See your shells? See your shells? You'll be moving your shells. Hey Bobby, you look upset. Hi. Those shells will be moved in 1 hour. Hey Bob, you're double parked. But you're double parked. Oh, you're double parked, Bob. Hey, Bob. You're double parked right now, Bob.
You know what? You know how to bust you right in fucking
Hey, Bob, you're double parked.
Go yourself.
Oh, you're allowed to double. You're breaking the rules.
You gotta quit talking to you. Talk to my wife like that again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay, you're breaking the rules.
There's got to be some form of history between these guys. Like, this has got to be something more than just heat of the moment. He's extremely angry for some dumb reason. There's got to be some history. No way he'd be this enraged over something so minimal. Surely. I know the world. That's definitely possible. And I hate to think about that possibility, you know? Here we have someone getting involved in an argument in the drive-thru with one of the workers, where the workers kind of crack under the pressure and starts going off with the customer. What happened before this? We're not 100% sure. We could probably piece the story together based upon what is said after, but you know, it's very interesting. Here's the clip.
I get nothing because of what?
Because you're being disrespectful.
I haven't said anything to you guys, but you were talking to us disrespectfully. And this is all being recorded right now. So you
can be recorded. This is
I know.
recorded in my drive-thru. Now go.
This is not your drive-thru. We didn't do anything. I'm sure we're gonna post this on TikTok. We can know about Taco Bell. This is Taco Bell in Erlanger.
This ain't Erlanger, Bob.
What is this? Dixie Highway, y'all. I know I live here, babes. And I also live in LA. Don't do too much, because you can get sued. So who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
You are, because I'm a customer. I haven't done anything to you, and I'm not moving out of this line.
I'm not. You're not a customer because you're not getting nothing in my drive-through. You go.
I'm what? Oh yeah. Who do we need to speak to? What's your corporate?
1-800 get the out of my drive-through.
Oh yeah. She's very disrespectful. Y'all hear this one here? I don't know her name, but we are at Taco Bell in Dixie. You guys heard how it started off, how they were talking to the customers. Now they said they can't serve us, and we made it here before the time.
You're being disrespectful to my manager.
I haven't. I was asking who they were talking to.
You're being disrespectful. I don't have to put up
It's
with
been
it.
recorded. It has not been disrespectful.
Requires your services.
So, ma'am,
Goodbye.
am I able to purchase my meal? Because I haven't done anything.
You apologize, I'll give you your food.
Ma'am, I'm not trying to be rude, but what am I apologizing for?
Your mouth. I heard what you said about my sister-in-law and my manager.
Ma'am, you just cussed at me. I haven't cussed at you. I haven't said anything about...
Okay, you're right. I apologize for my part. I apologize.
Yeah, I haven't cussed. I haven't disrespected. I just asked who they were talking to because I'm a customer. You feel me? It wasn't nothing.
I apologize. I was rude.
So I just ran all... I rushed
What
all...
he's talking about is when you turned to your friend and said, well, they're just being rude.
Yeah, that's a statement that
Okay,
you guys were being rude.
I was asking a question, and that's when you start doing
but ma'am, you got to realize, was that correct to come at somebody, a customer cussing?
And I'm yelling at him and in here as well. What you're not understanding is what I'm doing in here.
I do understand that, but y'all just let that go on for about 2 minutes on this video that I have. I'm not trying to be...
Delete the video, please.
Ma'am.
I asked you nicely. I'm not...
Wait, hold on. Ma'am,
What are with these people who just sit there going like, oh, it's all being recorded, what you've done, it's all being recorded, yet we cut in at but that ends up being at the start, and we cut in when someone else does something wrong, but not the person behind the camera, as well as there's some clear thing that there was a bit of context prior to this entire clip here that is just choosing to not be there. Anyhow, from the story that can be pieced together with this clip itself, it seems like the manager and someone else was talking amongst themselves in the background, potentially about the customer, potentially about someone else. Either way, the customer decided to take that as some form of offense and discuss with their friend, like, man, these guys are being really, really rude. And it all seems apparently to have gone from there. Again, we don't know what happened prior to the clip because, you know, the Karen who claims to have been recording the entire thing has only really uploaded everything that happened after the worker started going off, nothing that happened beforehand, which is par for the course. They usually cut out the parts that might make them look bad, even though it also might not at the same time if what has been said is true. So, yeah. Gotta love these recordings that are like, oh yeah, I've been recording the whole thing, but I'm only going to post part of it to make me look good. Here we have, in my opinion, a very bizarre situation. Basically, so Hawaiian culture, Samoan culture, Pacific Islander culture as a whole, honestly, has this little thing with graduations where they have these flower necklaces, aka called leis, and it's just a thing they wear on graduation days. But here, this school here wasn't exactly happy with letting this one student do that and caused a whole plethora of issues here, which culminated into this clip here. I'll talk a little bit more about it after the clip. Here's the clip.
We watch it every year.
Okay. So then on the webinar,
it doesn't matter.
We made it very clear.
So we went to the district to get permission, but you guys didn't want to call the district.
Our family permits the leis. We gift the leis.
It's Hawaiian tradition to celebrate after the ceremony.
No, are you Hawaiian?
During the ceremony, all of us walked across with leis.
How many Hawaiians do you have in your family?
It takes us years to get these leis. We don't get these every graduation.
I'm so sorry, but we
You're not sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. I want my daughter to be on that field walking with her traditional garb like every one of my other family members in the past have graduated. That's what I want, because she deserved it.
We have other students that
Did they go to the district and ask for permission?
Well, he asked. He got to wear it when he graduated. He asked. He got to wear it when he graduated.
Every one of my
So
my
I don't get
child.
it.
You don't have my permission to videotape me, so please stop videotaping.
Public school, it doesn't matter.
But I am saying
no, you don't
have
just,
permission.
Okay, I won't videotape you. I'll videotape her.
Need permission.
But we'll hear you.
Okay, so the ceremony is going
we're just needing
I know
to
the
know what the
ceremony's going.
decision, what's the decision?
Do you want to walk down there with your
Lays
lays?
on that
You're going to
field.
walk.
I see people wearing their cultural banners and just like her whole.
I mean, you might as well tell Christian people not to wear a cross in the graduation.
It's just a simple flower lay and our
I know
flag.
what you're saying, Mijo, and it's a different principle from when
It's
you
not a
guys
principle.
do it when you guys.
This is a
graduated.
lifestyle. This is my culture.
None of the
This
schools
is
in the
discrimination
district-
against my culture. I don't care what the other school is. This is this school. This is this district.
All of our schools have the same policy.
It's not, I don't care. Policy isn't law. Policy isn't right.
Can we make an
I had
This
Dr.
is a cultural. This
I
is a
had Dr.
cultural
Cook
thing.
on my side when I graduated last year, and he
Folks,
allowed me.
we're running out of time. Like Ms. Santana said, we need a decision from you.
Do you want to walk
Make
with
the
your lays?
decision.
Well, she's
He
made a
wants to walk
decision.
with his
If
legs.
She wants to walk, she can't wear it. So it's up to you. If you want to walk, you do it, and then you can take this to the district.
It's going to the district.
However you want to do
It's
it.
going
but
to the
you're running
district.
out of- I mean, they're going to start calling names in about 6 minutes. So what do you want to do?
Do the right thing and let her walk down
Well,
there.
sure, we're past that point.
said
So
that she-
We're not
decide
past
what you
that point.
want.
Go down there with your lays. Go down there with your lays. Let them tackle you. See what happens. Go down there with your lays,
Sir,
baby.
I'm sorry. We need you to be more level-headed.
No, I am level-headed.
Okay.
Go with your lays.
There's not really been much more updates post this clip since like a month ago. We do know that they were just escorted off the property and were pretty much told to come and collect her diploma on a later date, aka making sure that she wasn't allowed to partake in typical graduation practices with the rest of her cohort, which is just wild to me. Because I see this as a very simple thing. Like, I don't get why this is bad. I don't understand why you wouldn't be okay with them doing the traditional graduation thing along these lines. It's not going to harm anyone. It's not like other people are also doing the same thing of their following their own traditions and culture for how to do graduations. Like, in my graduation in 2018, which probably gives you a good side of my age if you can understand things, the school I went to, I think probably about 30% of it was Samoans. And, well, when it came graduation day, they had plenty of these. All of them had a lei and walked up there and graduated with a lei. And it was a really cool experience to see all these people like just being allowed to embrace their culture and sharing it with everyone else who was partaking that day. It was really cool. I genuinely, outside of discrimination or some stupid political thing, I don't get what is so wrong with doing this. Like, why refuse to let her do that? It's not going to hurt anyone. It legitimately is something that just confuses me on why. It makes no sense why this matters so much like this. You have to say, no, you can't do that. Because ultimately, this is just going to lead to these parents taking it further up the chain until they get what they want, because it is kind of stupid. But I suppose that's what it is. You've ruined someone's graduation for your own reason for something. I don't know. It's stupid, really. Here we drop in the middle of a customer arguing with the supposed manager of this store.
Equal rights.
Yeah, what is you
All right,
think
I'm
a
not
woman
here to
has
talk
to
about
do?
that. Here you go.
That's fine.
Here you go.
I like to speak to a manager.
I'm the manager. Here you go.
Okay, what is this?
Here you go.
What
This
is
the
it?
pamphlet. You can go ahead and file a claim. It don't come through us. It goes through a third-party company.
Okay, but
here
it
you go.
says on your paperwork.
I'm trying to take your information, but you're sitting here trying to argue. If you came here to argue, that's not what we're about to do.
Nobody's arguing. I asked you a
And I'm
simple
not about to
question.
sit here
You're
and argue
very
with you. You coming in
hostile.
here real aggressive. You a grown man.
I
You
did
need
not
to
come
calm
in
your
here
energy.
aggressive at all.
Yes, you are.
My
Here you go.
energy is very light.
Here you go, baby. Here.
That's fine. So on the paperwork it says to come in, immediately speak with y'all. So
let's talk.
and that's what I came here to do.
Okay,
But
so
you got
let's talk.
hostile because
Because
I
you're
asked
coming in
you
here questioning
if
me
your
about a
phone
phone.
right. Because I
About
blew
a
you
phone.
up. What's
Sir.
wrong with me asking you that? Isn't your
Okay.
job customer service, not to have an attitude?
Okay.
Do you have a higher up?
Yeah, I do. I'm about
May I
call him
speak
right
to
now
them,
for you.
please?
I got you. Can you please step out though? Because you're making me uncomfortable.
I'll step
I don't
back.
feel safe. Thank you.
That's
I
fine.
don't
That's
feel
so
safe. Thank you,
dramatic,
sir.
bro.
Thank you, sir. You can go ahead and step out.
That's fine.
I don't feel safe.
That's fine.
I'm about to give you his number because I don't know who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. Why you stepping
You're
towards
recording me?
if you
I
don't
need
feel
you to
safe?
step out.
Of course
All right,
I'm
so let me call the
recording you.
police.
Look how call
Let me
them.
call the police.
They've been called on me multiple times.
I need you to step out.
Open the door.
I need you to, sir. I need you to step out, please.
No problem.
Thank you. Step
I'ma
out.
call the
All right,
police.
step out.
Call
Step
the
out.
police. Do you
Step out,
just
please.
assault
Step
me
out,
with the
please.
door?
Personal opinion, there's not really much I can personally take away from this clip here, purely because we get dropped in the middle of whatever has happened here. We don't know what happened prior to this clip, and going off of the literal thousands of clips I've seen over the past few years of these type of situations, it is very likely that this guy did something to provoke her prior to pressing record. Now, it can be said that she should probably respond in a more respectful manner as a customer service person, but on the same note, she did a pretty reasonable thing here by saying, nope, stop, get out, leave, please. Like, she wasn't yelling at him or anything. She just decided to end the situation, ask him to get out of the store, and move on. This person gets their nails done at a nail salon. They seem to be happy with the nails at the time. They even leave a $10 tip on top of the usual payment. But they come back later with not only their sister, but their mother in tow to complain about the nails and attempt to get a refund. Here's the clip.
We're going to stop full payment. You're not going to get 1 penny. How's that?
You can call the Swedish bank
right now. Go on the bank.
You can call the bank whatever you want, but we say we don't do refund. You can sit down and we repair for you. Yes, you can call it.
We are stopping this right now. But we can call the company. They said you can call the manager.
You can call and do whatever you want.
So do the 25 refund and we'll take care of the rest later. But 25 isn't even half because I had left a $10 tip. You should be ashamed of yourself. Are you filming us? Hi.
Here, let her film your nails. She's filming you. Look at the nails.
I record a video.
Yeah.
You see, I put on Facebook. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we
in the back of them.
Would you pay $60 for these nails, folks?
I mean, look at the edges and how
And I also want to say, for you to film us when we're speaking to you kindly is completely.
That's why I say, how I sit down and he do repair
it's not even,
for you.
It's even stuck on my fingers. There are even dots under the lines.
Do you think they're good? Are you proud of them?
For me, I think it's good.
Look, I get the idea that you may have thought it was fine at the time, but when you had someone else double check over it, they might see problems that you didn't see. So I completely understand that part of it. But also at the same note, it sounds like the nail tech is very willing to do the repairs and fixes necessary to make you happy in this situation, and you're refusing to do so because it seems like you just want your money back and that's it. You actually don't care about the nails itself and things on those lines. Like, I will say this, I personally would never run a nail salon like this, so me saying this is probably redundant, but I mean, if I were to do something along these lines, I would be like, cool, if you want a refund, if you come to get nails done here, if you'd like to get a refund in the future, you'll have to have the nails removed on site before you get the refund. So you can't get away with getting free cool looking nails because no, you want the refund, they get taken off or they get undone, yada yada yada. Though those are probably real nails. I don't know enough about this stuff, leave me alone. The guy behind the camera here was sitting on the side of the road with his hazards lights on for some reason or another when this lady comes by recklessly driving and sideswipes the living hell out of their car. And I do say that because it's blown tires on both vehicles, done severe damage, etc, etc. Now here's what happens afterwards.
It's crazy.
You know how many people just go away, don't get in trouble?
That's up to her. I don't suggest that myself. I said I don't suggest trying to drive away. I don't suggest that.
No, not me, but me and you go I live down the road. I live with my dad.
You might want to call him.
For what?
Then you're not going to be able to drive home. How are you going to go anywhere from here? You can't drive that car. You try to drive that car like that, you're going to slide everywhere. You're not going to be able to drive it. This car is stuck where it sits.
So who's going to fix this shit for me? You have nobody to call? I do, but I don't want to do all this. The cops are going to come. My dad is going to kill me. There's so much going on right now. I don't want to do shit right now. If you're driving
Oh, honey, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you get into an accident, you're supposed to call the cops. Well, that I agree, that's for sure.
So what the is going to happen with the cops? What's going to happen?
They're going to make a report, and that's it. Go hire two because you hit me. It's the same thing.
Call the damn cops. I'm telling you, I don't have the money to fix your car right now.
That's just crazy. Yeah, I would like to, but I can't drive that car now. I can't drive that one either. I gotta call Dana and tell her. Oh, you're there. Shit, man. Shit. Tire marks everywhere. Bitch hit me while I'm on the side of the road. Parked with my hazards. Shit is crazy. Her car right up hit me so hard that it blew the wheels off my car. God damn.
Additional piece of information coming from the comments of the TikTok of this original post here. Apparently, the lady did not have any insurance whatsoever, and it took over a year for him to get his car reimbursed. And furthermore on that, he's recently spotted this woman driving around in a new car as bad as recklessly as they were before, because apparently some people just don't learn from these type of things. It's wild to me. You do so bad at driving and you don't learn to get better when you get a new car. I suppose when you get a new car pretty easily like you supposedly did, you probably don't learn any good lessons there. We have an interesting situation where this lady has managed to sideswipe a parked car, and when gets confronted by the person whose car that she hit, rather than doing the usual of exchanging insurance information, she decides to call this person and do all these weird and wacky things.
Doesn't want to use insurance. Just hit my car. License plate.
That shit, your car was sticking out.
Doesn't matter, you hit it.
It doesn't matter.
How you gonna hit the car and say it was
recording?
sticking out? Yeah, yeah. Now you even more.
You're a grown ass man over here recording a young woman. Grow up.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, so some guy's car was sticking out. I was driving and I hit his mirror. He's over here recording me, telling me that I'm gonna pay for his mirror. I'm on Myrtle. By Pan's Pantry. It's a Chevrolet Tahoe. His mirror, like I was driving down the street and his car was sticking out. So our mirror's hit and his glass is like out. I took a picture. The mirror is not broken, it's still there. It just popped out. He said he wants to go through insurance. So he wants money. I don't know what he wants to do. He's over here not letting me go because I'm parked. I pulled over to put out my mirror out so I could drive, and then he pulled over and he's blocking me right now. No. 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 How much you want?
I don't even know. Like, you just start going crazy for nothing.
I started going crazy. You came at my face with a camera. I have two cameras to my face. You have a camera to my face? At my face. For what? For a mirror?
We didn't know.
Camera off and talk to me like a grown man.
I don't know why you talking like that, bro.
Oh, he's saying I don't know why I'm talking like that with the camera to my face, though.
Yeah, that's for both.
How much you want? How much you want? I'm trying to go. I have things to do, so.
She just doesn't want to go through insurance. She doesn't want her prices to go up because, you know, everyone acknowledges the fact if you hit a parked car, 99.999% of the time, it's your immediate fault because you hit a parked car. You hit a car that wasn't moving, wasn't going anywhere, sometimes doesn't even have a person in there. It's not that hard to, I don't know, see the parked car and not hit the damn thing. Or it was sticking out, you still hit the parked car. Yeah, okay, it's sticking out and parked a little whack, but not everyone's perfect. And yes, that can cause issues, but you know, it's a parked car. If you're paying enough attention to the road, you should be able to see that issue's coming up in front of you and, you know, avoid it unless you're too impatient to do that or you're not actually paying attention to how you're driving. I don't know. Here we have the grumpy old man working at the local Dollar Tree who does not know how to be nice to other people, and so when he gets called out for his and a verbal abusiveness that he is, he decides to call for help and call our character the Nut.
Say it to me again.
Pardon me?
Say it to me again, the way you just spoke to me. I was simply reaching over for a divider and you screamed at me.
No, ma'am. I said, don't touch my thing.
Guys, I'm not taping you, okay? You got your faces. Did he or did he not say that to scream at me? You trigger somebody like that.
It's Sunday night. Get the hell out of the store, please. Thank you. Just beat it. Gee whiz, you're a troublemaker. We don't need you like here.
Keep talking.
We just don't need you here. Beat it. Get out.
I'm completing my purchases.
You're good. Mona!
Yeah, Mona, can we use your help, please?
We got a nut, Mona. Come on down. Oh, there you are. This one's crazy.
Can you please, can I make these purchases? I do not want this beast.
Yeah, I don't have a register open. Come on, Mona, you can use mine. I'll check you out. You can use mine. God, we don't need this shit this time of night. There you go.
I hope you've been here long enough to collect unemployment, because don't think that I'm walking away and just forgetting this tonight here. Thank you. I only came in for one thing.
You want me to leave everything in? Did you lock the door, Mona? I'm going to lock the door. You want me to leave everything in here?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Mona, please come here. I've done something stupid again. I've gone off at a customer and they're really, really upset about it. I also love how he just walks out the door. He doesn't even like go elsewhere or whatever else you would do if you're on the clock. No, he just simply walks away, walks out the front door, hopefully never to be seen again. Actually, that's probably not the greatest, but it's just like one of those things. Why are you just like... Man, why do you treat people like garbage? They're not garbage. They're other humans. They're like you. Like, jeez. This clip's a very intriguing one. So this lady here gets fired by the end of this clip for laughing in someone else's face. And now this seems to be a bit of a context matters type thing. So according to what the manager's been told in the situation, this other person said, oh, so you don't want to work. Also, it's like so you want to do this and help us do work. And apparently, according to that guy, this worker here behind the camera laughed at him for that one. According to the worker here, she states that it's like, oh, so you don't want to do work, and she laughed at him for that, and that's why she's getting fired from this job. Let's just let the clip go, and I'll get back to you.
You guys need me to do, I'm willing to help.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Most
what
definitely.
you said.
Most definitely.
So I said, great, I'm going to hire you as a food service worker.
Mm-hmm.
There may be time to time where you help out in Starbucks, but your primary role is going to be food service worker. So maybe there's a miscommunication between you and I, which is fine. So if you don't want to do the job,
I'm gonna let you finish talking. I ain't trying to interrupt you.
You just did interrupt me though.
Yeah, but I just want to let you know I do want to say something afterwards. I apologize for interrupting you.
Okay, what would you like to say?
No, I'm gonna let you finish.
No, I'm done. I don't really have anything else to say.
Like you said, we did have some miscommunication, which I was telling them. I said, okay, that's a conversation for me and Justin to have, as far as getting together and me and him talking about my position, because I was under the impression of one thing, and you told them another. So that's why I told them I'm gonna have a conversation with Justin about it, and me and him will get that straight. I just need to know what y'all need done, what needs to be done. And Marco was continuing about he was saying that, oh, you act like you don't want to work, da 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 da. And
okay, so let me just say one thing.
Mm-hmm, okay.
We're here to open this account. It's a Saturday. I don't want to be here on a Saturday. And I don't have time for this type of interaction, like having this conversation.
Exactly.
So either you're going to work and you're going to stop with the drama.
I'm not causing any drama. That's the thing.
You've been sitting in this conference room wasting time for what, an hour and a half now?
He told me to go sit down, sir. I kept asking him what needs to be done. I told him I didn't want to go sit down.
So do you want to work here or not?
Yes, that's why I'm still here. If I didn't, I would have already left.
Okay. So if that's the case, I don't want any more drama, which I feel like is not going to happen. I don't think this is going to work out, Phoenix. I'm sorry.
I'm not causing any drama. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I kept asking him, even after the whole conversation, I was over it. Like, I'm like, okay, I understand that he told you one thing, I was told another. I'll talk to Justin. What needs to be done? Because, like I told you, I had a funeral to go to. If I didn't want to be here, if I didn't want to come work, I would have let...
Okay, that's not the story he told me.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. If it's miscommunication...
I was told you laughed in his face when he asked you to help out in the kitchen.
No, that's what I'm trying to get to the conversation. That's what I'm letting you know. It didn't happen that way. It wasn't because I told him that I didn't want to do a certain thing and I laughed at him because of that. I laughed because he was saying that I didn't want to work. And I laughed because I'm like, okay, if I didn't want to work, I wouldn't have came here today. That's why I laughed, but I felt disrespected.
Okay,
but
Phoenix, I don't want to waste any more time. Can I please just have your badge? This isn't going to work out. I'm sorry.
I didn't even... Okay.
Thank you.
I'm a stickler for accepting that usually when there's two sides of a story, the reality of the story tends to be in the middle. Tends to be. Sometimes someone's just straight up lying because they don't want to look bad. And if that's the case, well, that kind of sucks, and that's very unfortunate. But I'd say it's probably somewhere in the middle here. And I'm going to be honest here. I feel like firing a person because they had a little giggle at something along these lines is a bit stupid, if I'm completely honest. Purely because for me, when I'm a little nervous and I do a bit of nervous laughing, I laugh at things a lot because over the years I've grown less to be more, and I've decided to stop being annoyed or angry at situations and more just laugh at it now. Which does lead to things like this, where you laugh at something completely ridiculous and it gets you in a bit of trouble because you probably should not have laughed at that. But ultimately, it's just your way of handling things to make your life easier. It seems like this manager just realized that, there's going to be some issues here and I'm not going to be bothered to actually work these kinks out. I don't want to figure out what this other guy's been doing. I just want to keep with the status quo because it's easier for me. So, bye-bye. I don't want you in the job anymore. But I will ask, what do you guys thought on this one? What's your thoughts about this one in the comments below? The OP posted this video because apparently the person working at this Best Western had made some potential racist comments, at least prior to the clip here. And here we see the back end of the tirade of sorts between the customers and the person who's working here, who clearly isn't having a great day. Here's the clip.
Calling me a liberal. I hope these two guys get you done right, bitch. Please tell me some more.
Ma'am, why are you so irate with us?
You are the irate people.
We are not
raise our voice for you.
Why are you yelling?
Because this is not yelling. Please tell me again how I am yelling at you. When you were the
You don't think you're yelling right now?
That's what we're saying.
No, you are the person that has started the issues since we've got here.
You
have been cursed.
All that we asked for.
Since you came in here.
No,
and
really.
I should never have rented you a room.
We just asked you for a room by the
you're not welcome
car.
to this property. We don't want people like that.
We don't want, so you own this hotel.
I am here working.
But you don't own it.
Don't matter.
So your manager, you said manager tell you to talk to people like this?
Talk to people like
Are you saying manager's telling
We're
you to
not being rude to you. You're being extremely rude.
You're not being accommodating.
Because
we just came and asked you, could we move our room to the other side?
There's nothing wrong with your room. There's no
you
reason.
can't tell us that, man. We weren't renting from you.
Okay. You're just the most ridiculous people I've ever met.
We're ridiculous people.
Non-cancellation fee. Then we can get out of your hair. You can go and do what you got to do.
Yeah, because I really just don't want to deal with you people.
Well, we got that.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out. There's your receipt. Get out. And please post it on the internet. I'd love to people see that people like you are
people like us. You mean black people?
I have no care that you are black.
Bullshit.
Never mentioned anything about your race.
You're saying people like you. What does that mean?
I've already kicked somebody out for calling people towelheads. You're the people that are going to tell me that I'm being racist. Thank you for telling me this. Because the first person I kicked out of here today told me that they stayed at a hotel with towelheads, and I said, we don't want their kind. I don't deal with racists. So tell me that I'm a racist.
I don't understand why you're yelling at us.
Leave. I've asked you to leave.
We're leaving.
Receipt. Leave.
We're leaving.
You're not leaving.
You're just extremely rude for no reason.
Who are you looking for?
A DoorDash for Emily?
Yeah, I need to know the room so I can tell you how to get there, ma'am.
Let's go.
Do you see how rude this lady is? Corporate office.
147?
Wait, did we practice that?
Based upon what has been posted here, most of the people on TikTok who found this clip ultimately disagreed with the OP and defended the worker here, saying that they didn't deserve to deal with this and that wasn't exactly anything racist that's actually occurred here. Anyway, the original poster responded with, "Lol, you're wild. That's why I only uploaded the second half first. Y'all are just ready to defend foolishness. This is actually the calm after the storm." So you might be wondering, where's the first half? Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to post it. It's been about a month since they originally posted this clip, and they've never followed up with the first half at all that would, quote, exonerate them towards the internet people here. So, I don't know about you, but it seems like that maybe they were lying a bit, though reviews of this Best Western isn't exactly great, so I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Here we have a Karen who goes absolutely nuts when she gets accidentally given the wrong order at the sushi restaurant. Here's the clip.
Wrong sushi order and doesn't pay.
Y'all don't get paid that much. How about y'all don't get paid that much?
can't play with aggression. You know what I'm saying? You can't get aggressive.
Somebody bothering that lady. Come on, show mama.
Hey! Calm the hell down! Man, I'm calling the cops right now.
It is what it is. Life be life.
Life be life and yo.
Is that the one guy arrested?
Life do be life and don't it?
No shot.
Wouldn't it be easier just to say, hey, I'm sorry, you gave me the wrong order. Would I be able to get the right order, please? And then have them fix it? Because, you know, it seems pretty busy in there and they've probably stuff up every now and then. No one's perfect. Then to do whatever this was and cop whatever variety of charges you just copped because of how you had to get arrested for this stuff. Like, seriously? Do people just not think logically and go like, maybe that's a bit stupid. Maybe I should be smart. No, not really? That makes sense. Here we have two neighbors who are out walking their dog and they get in an argument about who can actually stand in this yard here.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm
no, you're not. You just lied because
Okay,
I
then
know
do what
that's
you wanna
who
do.
you are, and they know that you're full
I
of
don't
shit.
live there, ladies. Listen
Because
to
these
me.
are all together.
No,
Don't
they are
think you
not.
have the right to come in front of somebody
Go
and ask
look it
where
up.
they
This is
live,
ours.
who they should go. No.
See where those
Oh,
trees in?
sweetheart, it's
Right
really
there?
sad that you live this life and that you
It's-
have to
you see
come
those
out
trees right there?
and you feel
Your
like you have
property
to
ends
dictate
there.
where everyone is. We can
Why
be
don't you
wherever
listen?
the fuck
You have
we
no
are.
idea
I
what
don't need
you're
to listen
I'll
to
just
you.
call the cops.
Do it.
They're ready
Go.
for you. They're so ready
I'll
for
wait
you.
right here.
Go ahead, Karen.
We're right here.
This is private
Go.
property.
Okay, this isn't private property. I
Yes,
live right here.
it is.
I can be anywhere I
No,
want
you
to
may
be.
not. This
Yes,
is
I
not
can.
WVA.
I can be anywhere I want. I live right here. I have just as much right to this land
you do
as
not.
anyone else does.
No, you do
yes,
not.
I do. Yes,
Any
I do.
more than you can come in my private
I
property.
can go anywhere
No,
I
you may
want in
not.
this area.
This is private property.
Yeah, you're right. And it's private property to people who live here, and I do.
No, you don't. I'm trying to explain.
Look, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be bothered looking up any form of law or ruling to do with this type of thing because, well, first off, we don't know exactly what this is. This could just be some form of large green space that is there with no houses directly on the land pointing into the road there because it doesn't seem to be any driveways there. Or this could be someone's legitimate front yard and no one else can be on it. I don't know this information, and let's be real, the laws with these type of things tend to be extremely convoluted. But moving on from that, it's very interesting that she's saying that it seems to be a bit of a, oh, you don't live here so you can't be in this area, or something along those lines. Or maybe it's more that, no, you don't own this space here so you can't be here. So does that mean the older person is claiming to own this space? I'm saying older person because they got grey hair. It just makes a little sense, you know? I don't get what the argument here is truly about because the arguments that are being happened here don't make much sense, if I'm honest. Here we have a guy going to Subway about 3 weeks after his previous order to complain about how that order was spicy and made him sick. We'll talk about this in a moment, eh?
I got a meatball instead of a meatball. It made me sick because it's spicy.
I was the one I talked to you on the phone.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this was my Subway.
I know.
I'll go to Prescott from now on.
I know that.
You're okay with me just going to Prescott? You don't need my business? Is that it?
No, I want you to come here, but you called me after 1 week, 10 days to tell me I ordered a sub. And I remember even what you were
I called multiple times. You don't think it's your responsibility to let customers know it's spicy?
No, if you don't ask me if it's spicy or not, if you tell me it's spicy and I say no, and if it's spicy, it's my mistake. But if you don't ask me if it's spicy or not, and you order meatball or I make it for you.
I ordered a meatball. They made it a meatballer. I asked the difference. They said it had pepperoni and it had the mozzarella.
Okay.
And that was it. No one said anything about spicy. I didn't ask to put any kind of peppers or anything on it because I stay away from spicy.
I'm still telling you, if you are not going to ask if it's spicy or not,
It's not your responsibility is what you're telling me. It's the customer supposed to say, oh, by the way, is anything spicy here? Is this what you're telling me? I'm recording you now. What are you going to do about it?
Sure, it's up to you now. You said that
he
I have no right.
nothing to do
if he
with
wants,
the order you made last 2 months ago. 2 months ago.
Wasn't 2 months ago.
But you called me 2 weeks ago and you told me I ordered 1 week ago.
Yeah.
Now,
so it's 3
what
weeks.
is the point? Record whatever you want to do, say.
Yeah, you provide horrible customer service.
It's up to you.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you, my friend. Bye-bye.
So, you know, when you get told that there's pepperoni in there, and you usually avoid the peppers inside of these meals because, you know, they're spicy, which is funny to me because it's like, for what you guys call peppers in America, they're two different things. Like your bell peppers, we call them capsicums, and what you guys call peppers, like those little red things, we call them chilies. Like, they're two completely separate things, so it's easier to understand. Capsicums aren't spicy. They're fine. I don't like them too much, but that's fine. But chilies are spicy, you know? Anyhow, but I just got to ask the question. So you're avoiding peppers, right? And when he told you that there's pepperoni in this sub, and you still have it, does that not send any red flags to you that it might be spicy since you're already avoiding peppers beforehand, and you're going to have the pepperoni, which is also going to have a level of spice to it? Not much, but it has a level of spice to it. Did you not think about that? If you're avoiding peppers in most degrees, you think having pepperoni is a great idea, and that's not going to be... like, it just sounds so stupid. There are restaurants where it makes sense, like any form of Asian cuisines where it's more likely they have spices involved more so than not, or your Nando's and stuff like that, the ones where they do actually make proper spicy food. Subway, they don't do that. There are herbs and spices inside of some of the foods, but they're not spicy per se. They are just hotter than normal no spice. And, well, one of those clean... And usually those things are very obviously going to be slightly spicy. Like, you know, pepperoni. That are called pepperoni for a reason. Like, this seems so stupid. Like, genuinely.
Here we got a junk guy who thought it would be the brightest of ideas to smash someone's windscreen because it would make their night. For no other reason, just for simply doing so.
No! Your friend isn't here!
Okay, you know what? We don't have any friends.
Okay! Exactly! You don't! Move!
And we didn't. We actually weren't even doing this. We didn't even have somebody coming.
So what was the point?
To fuck you guys over.
Oh my god! That was so good. That's amazing.
Are you disgusting?
Yeah, what?
It was just for fun.
Was it? Was it for fun?
It was.
Did you have a blast?
I did.
Did it make your night? Is that how boring your life is? Is that what you have to? That's what you have to do on a Saturday? It's kind of embarrassing.
No, it was kind of fun. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, you're funny.
So I think.
What do you think?
You guys got.
I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. You're actually...
He is totally going to regret that when he wakes up in the morning with a massive hangover, a giant throbbing headache, and then he'll remember what he did the night before when he smashed someone else's windscreen. And now he's like, oh, damn it, that's gonna be a pain to deal with when it eventually comes back and bites my ass. Because it doesn't seem like they got the name out of you that night, but boy oh boy, you can be damn sure that when it comes to the internet, when it comes to finding people, the internet's damn good at that. Your name probably got sent to the TikTok, the person who posted this pretty quickly after the original post was made because, well, the internet's really good at this stuff for some dumb reason.
Here we got an interesting one. This lady's trying to stay longer in a hotel that she supposedly booked multiple days for, but according to the system of this hotel, she was meant to have left the day beforehand, and now here they are having an argument over it.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay, we can walk you up, or I can
No,
call
you're not
police.
gonna walk me up to my room and show me my phone
Ma'am.
to prove to you that I have a reservation.
Ma'am, you clearly stayed in the room past 5:30 last night.
Yeah, I did, because I thought I had another night booked.
You never booked another one, ma'am.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so there should be no issue.
And then you want me to show you proof?
Yes, so I can see it, because it's not in my system.
What if it's not in my phone?
How would it not?
How many hundreds of dollars do you want me to pay you to look at my phone, to go to my room and look at my phone?
Ma'am, you
Doesn't
paid
that sound a little
$75
bit...
yesterday.
Yeah.
To stay until 5:30. You did not leave at 5:30 and you did not make another reservation.
I did make a reservation. That's
what I'm saying. All you have to do is show me the reservation, ma'am. All I'm asking is for you to show me the confirmation
walk
number.
Me to my room to have proof in my phone.
Yes, because if I don't see the proof, I can't allow you to stay in that room. There's internet, ma'am. All you have to do is connect to the Wi-Fi.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I tried to come down here to smoke a cigarette, but is this funny to you?
Am I laughing? I'm not laughing, ma'am.
I came out to smoke a cigarette, and now you're saying, get out of our hotel and provide me money.
I didn't say that at all.
She
didn't
say that. That's what you're insinuating. You're going to go to my room
I'm making
sure. Show proof.
I'm making sure that you actually made a reservation because I already caught you in one lie when you said that you spoke with a woman here. There's no other woman besides me that worked yesterday.
I did speak with a woman.
You couldn't have yesterday afternoon spoke with a woman, ma'am. That's impossible.
You want to go to my room and look for proof?
I'm not looking for proof. All I said was show me the reservation confirmation number that you made. You just said that you said that you booked it on your phone. All you have to do is show me the email confirmation number so I can pull it up in the system and see where the reservation is because I don't see it. But if I don't see proof of a new reservation and there's not one in my system, then I can't allow you to stay in that room, ma'am.
So now you're telling me that you're not going to allow me to stay in the room.
If I don't have proof that you made another reservation to be in that room, then yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you need to call somebody.
Call. No. Call. I'm not going to call nobody because I'm the manager, ma'am.
Yeah, you do. You're not going to tell me you're going up to my room and showing me proof.
Ma'am, if you made a reservation, it shouldn't be that hard for you to give me the confirmation number.
Just go to police.
Yeah, because that's what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call the police to escort you out, ma'am.
Okay.
That's fine. Because I can open the door so that you can get your things, but the police will come and escort you.
No, you're not even giving me that option. You're being like crazy.
How am I being? Ma'am,
you're not staying another night.
Ma'am.
Walk out. Okay, that's fine.
I'm talking to you as calm as I can be. All I did was ask for proof of the reservation.
You're being crazy.
How?
You're telling me that I have to get out of my room right now?
I didn't say. Right? Do you have proof of the reservation, ma'am? That's all I said.
I don't know. You can go look at my phone. You can search. Do whatever you want to do.
Ma'am, search for what? All you have to do is pull it up.
My phone isn't on. Just go. It's
just connected to the internet.
Go to my room. That's fine. I need to have a cigarette. If you want to go search my room, you can.
I'm not searching your room, ma'am. All I need you to do is grab your phone and show me your confirmation number.
It's not on. My phone is on. So let's go.
So, ma'am, how did you book the reservation? You just said you booked it through your phone.
Yeah, I did it last night.
So all you have to do is show me the confirmation email that was sent to you. That's it.
If it's on there, that's fine.
It should be in your email, ma'am.
Okay. How the fuck do you stop? Does this person work here?
Yes, she does.
Oh.
Unfortunately, when a business's system goes wrong and loses track of certain bits of information, the burden of proof falls upon the customer to figure out. And I'm always mixed about that being what it is, but honestly, if you're spending multiple hundreds of dollars on something, let's say you booked a hotel or you booked an airplane flight or you brought an expensive item, personally, and I'm pretty sure most people are like this, you do your damnedest to keep hold of those receipts. The confirmations that you get in your email, you flag them as something important so you can reference back to them in case something goes wrong. Case in point, what is apparently happening here according to the customer. But she's not willing to find that burden of proof to show that, yep, I should be here for another few days. Either that's because she's lying and she should have left a few days ago, or she just doesn't for some dumb reason. I don't know. Either way, it falls on the customer to show proof that, hey, I did book for these extra days. Please let me stay. Prior to this clip recording, one of the female friends in this group came into this pizza place. I'm assuming it looks to be a pizza place. Came in and asked if she could borrow the toilets, and she was let go and allowed to go to the toilets. A few moments later, when she comes out of the toilet and the rest of the group appears, they also try to go to the toilet too. But at that point, the workers refuse letting any of them go to the toilet. So then we have this kerfuffle here.
All the trash cans, so I go to the bathroom. No, they did. No, stay. No, they moved the... Is there a reason? No. If you...
I don't got time. Lots of need to use the bathroom, bro. This is what you want to do? Bro, I got legs, bro.
Is there a reason he cannot go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
You just let me go to the bathroom. Can he go to the bathroom?
You see this sign right there? Do you see this sign?
So how could she go to the
You guys
bathroom?
being racist. You see this sign
So
right there?
how could she
You gotta go.
How could she
You gotta go. Don't ask me questions.
How could she go to the bathroom? How could she go to the bathroom then? How? So it's only out of service for certain people? How could she go to the bathroom then? You don't want to answer it. How could she go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom.
He doesn't want to answer.
How many boxes does it take, bro? I got money.
He just
But
opened the
my
door
bail
for me
costs
to go to the bathroom.
$700.
You're not supposed to be here. If the cops came, they will arrest you. You know that, right?
For what?
Yes, you are trespassing.
What are they gonna do? Arrest us too?
For what?
Let them arrest us then.
Wait, for what? For what?
They can arrest us, right, Grace?
No way, calm down.
They can
Everybody
arrest
calm
us.
down. For what?
I got you.
So what? For what?
You guys being racist and harassing us. You gotta go.
You let our
You
blood.
gotta go. You are trespassing. You gotta go.
So how can one person go to the bathroom but not the other?
Go.
Because he's black, he can't go to the bathroom? Yes. But the white girl can?
Don't ask me questions.
You let her.
You don't want to
let
answer
the white
it.
girl go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, but she could go though. But she could go. But not him. Move the garbage can so I can go to the bathroom.
But
So
he
she can go, but not him.
But he cannot.
That's interesting.
Why
wonder
can't
why
you just
that
let
is.
him go to the bathroom?
I really like that he's taping it because it's like really important. So she can go to the bathroom because she's a white blonde girl, but he can't. So make it make sense. Make the math. I'm sorry.
Listen, you think... Oh, man, you don't like it, man.
Alright, Sprite. We let you go to the bathroom, we want him. At all.
It makes no sense.
The garbage
Pick me
can's
over.
here,
Look,
so I can go to the bathroom.
I ain't even on that.
Yeah, he won't let him go to the bathroom, but he let my sister
Three
go.
boxes of pieces. Let me use the rest.
Man, you gotta go,
You
man.
said it's closed, right?
You gotta go, man. You gotta go. You're trespassing. You gotta go.
Sorry.
We're not allowed here. You're trespassing.
Lady, can you step outside? Excuse me.
You gotta go.
Do you work here?
I actually do. I'm a security guard.
You're letting
Can you step outside?
me go to the bathroom and not him?
There's no bathroom in here.
I already went.
There's no bathroom in
Yes,
here.
they moved the garbage can so I go to the
And that's
bathroom.
still the bathroom is closed. I'm sorry. Can y'all please?
Do you understand?
Can y'all please step outside?
Do you understand or not?
Can you please
This is
step
not a
outside?
customer.
Why could she go though?
That's fine. Race has nothing
Are
to do
you
with
serious
this.
right now?
Race has nothing to do with this.
You would not let him go to the bathroom.
Please.
He just tried to order a sliced pizza
Please.
outside.
He tried to order food here.
Okay, I'm not worried about.
I can do what I want.
Okay.
I can.
Then can you step outside and do whatever you want, please? Thank
It's a
you.
free country.
It is. Definitely. Come on, can y'all please step outside?
I'm sorry, but those are your people. Like,
Not my people. What are
I'm
you
sorry.
talking about? Them not
Exactly. Now you're bringing race into it.
Oh yeah,
It's not my people.
My sister's in there, so honey.
Hey, they ain't nothing wrong.
Y'all can-
I'm off y'all shit. You feel me? Hey, we just waiting on some. Hey, let it go. It's okay. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go.
No,
It's okay. I understand. I'm mad too.
no, I'm recording.
I'm like, but look, hey,
That's
what happened-
stupid.
So look,
They let her go to the bathroom.
Second up. So the second they tell me,
What the fuck?
We got it on video.
I'm sorry, but this is.
so I said, so I got a brother said they made her buy something first to use the bathroom.
I was confused at first with this clip's existence, but slowly as I watched through the entire thing over the first running, it started to click, and I think it's as simple as this. I don't think racism has anything to do with it. It's something worse. I think, based upon how this clip's being said, is that the sister of the person who's recording, who went to the toilet first, might have gotten to this place a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and so was let in to go to the toilet that is there for the staff members. That's why there wouldn't be any form of gender separated toilets, because there's probably just 1 or 2 toilets out the back for use for the staff members whenever they need it. Hence the reason why the garbage can would have had to be moved and they would have had to go through that weird way to get to the toilet, and that's also why this supposed security guard at the end would have no idea of the toilet existing there in the first place, because it's a toilet that's probably only meant for the staff to be used, and that's it. So I'm assuming that the person who managed to go to the toilet got here slightly ahead of the group and was let to go to the toilet because the worker who she talked to either A, decided to be nice to a woman, or B, kind of liked the look of the woman and decided to be nice, or some various other reasons why. But mostly relating to the fact that she is a good-looking woman and the person behind the counter is like, ooh, I want to be nice to this person. You know how it is, right? You get what I'm trying to get over here. And then when the rest of the group appears, he doesn't have the same motivation to let them through, so it's like, nah, I'm sorry, it's out of order, we can't use it. When in reality, none of them should have been able to use that toilet in the first place, because it's not one that is usable for the customers. It's one that's out the back, meant to be used for the staff members of the place. Because there's been, I worked at a butcher shop about 3-4 years ago, and they had a similar thing where there was public toilets in the whole building itself, but you required to get a key from one of the various workplaces to go and use it. But the actual butcher shop itself did have a single toilet out the back that would be used occasionally by the workers in the middle of a shift. But beyond that would usually not get used too often. There would be a very rare occasion where a customer is allowed to use it because the other ones were out of order or something along those lines, but usually no one should be using that aside from the workers when it's absolutely necessary type deal. And that's probably what this is here. It's still very wrong that the entire situation was handled the way it was handled, and clearly the person who let the girl go to the toilet in the first place was just like not willing to acknowledge the main reason why he did that. But I mean, that's what people are. They're pretty crazy, they're pretty whack at times. And considering you're in the middle of a big city, personally, after I realized that this worker wasn't going to budge, I would have just personally moved on and felt it's just not worth the effort. This person's clearly not going to change their mind. Heck, you got pushed out anyway, so you wasted all this time when someone apparently needed to go to the toilet over something that, yeah, it was a TikTok that I'm now watching here and talking about, but ultimately isn't much more than that.
We land in Australia for this clip here. Welcome back to Down Under. We've got some interesting bad customer service in a Sydney airport when these people are trying to hire a car. These people, they're called Spirit Search Australia. They've got there was like a whole 10-minute TikTok explaining what happened here. I'll give you a bit of a summary after the clip itself. If you want to go see the full explanation again, just go check out their TikTok. But let's get into the clip.
Policy may not be acceptable to everyone. You need to shut up. Okay, wait. You cannot say like that! Okay. I am talking to you very nicely, sir. Okay. I'm going to stop. Just go away. Stop. Just go away. Stop shouting. Just go away.
Okay, we calm down.
Shagumi, I'm going to call it. Just go away. I'm going to report that guy.
Okay, we calm down.
I don't want you to serve us. Go away. No one will serve you. No. You cannot take the gun now. I don't want your car. You just go. Drink water. This way. Okay. Shagumi, tell him to please. Go.
Yeah, he will leave because he needs to leave.
Go, stupid.
This way. And don't say anything like that.
Okay, everybody's calm down.
It's fine.
Okay, I think we are happy with the.
I don't stay. I am not scared of you, What?
Don't do it.
What do you think of yourself, huh?
Hey, you
What do you think of yourself?
You calm down.
What do you think of yourself? I'm not your servant.
Okay,
I am not your servant.
No. Don't do it.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
That's your customer service.
I understand, but
That's a customer service. Alright. That's a customer service executive.
I don't know why, and this isn't really particularly trying to be racist, but Indians when they're raging just always is a little funny to me. Probably because I've experienced most of Indians raging via scam calls, so I guess that answers that question. But moving quickly along from that,
Apparently, the story behind this all and why this ended up exploding the way it is because they asked for a $2,000 deposit. Now, a bit of explanation here is not all car rental companies ask for a deposit of any form of money. And usually, the ones that do, they kind of make it clear on their websites, but it seems like more so recently, most of them don't tell you that you need to worry about a deposit which is worth like thousands of dollars. And not everyone just has $2,000 that they can suddenly give to some other company temporarily and hope they get it back afterwards, because not everything does a deposit. Like, for example, last year I went to a hotel down in Melbourne. They didn't ask for a security deposit, but the one I went to a month ago did ask for $100 as a security deposit. Doesn't mind me, I don't particularly care. Deposit, sometimes some things do, and that is what it is. But it is one of those things where if you're not explicitly told by the company's website, like the information isn't there letting you know, hey, by the way, you will need this money for a deposit, yeah, it's going to be one of those things where for someone who doesn't usually do a deposit for any form of rental cars, it's going like, hey, you guys need a deposit. I don't have that type of money, sorry. And apparently it imploded after this, which is insane to think about, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Jeez.